input, clicky bouton. Actually, this is a really awkward moment, isn't it? Because since the person who was here last week isn't here, there isn't a way to now keep them in the continuity.
They're dead.
Who remembers what happened last time?
Now, do you mean last time
Nothing.
or the last time before last time? Because last time was something different.
We rescued Nigel.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. You rescued Nigel.
We went.
Fireball got...
We went to the Wednesday campaign. We were 100% safe and out of a dying universe, and then we went back and are now trapped again.
To save the day, like the good boys you are.
And Fireball got
Girls
a wish
fires
staff.
And I don't know. Jesus, whatever you guys are. Dinosaurs. Oh. But well done.
I mean, Colt is just
So
a normal guy.
He's a core.
Okay.
He's been a corpse multiple times.
No, core, KOR, the Magic the Gathering race.
Yeah, you've been a corpse multiple times.
This is true as well.
So
Yeah,
you're
core,
all
military
still...
core.
Oh, you're all on the ship and everything is completely normal.
Which it wasn't, because we were what? I can't remember how far we got in this illusion thing.
We didn't get far.
Completely normal.
We'll get stuck in an illusion.
Excellent. We've gotten back to the ship, guys. Oh, wait, shit. Yeah, this was going on.
Everyone's in a trance. I don't think Colt broke out of it.
Okay, we've got...
Neither did Fireball.
Quickly, do something before you get put back in the trance and fail your save. Do something quick. Punch a demon.
Tragic.
Punch self.
That doesn't help when you're awake.
Illusions usually break when the target takes damage, don't they, Biff?
But you're not in an illusion. Oh.
Good, that means the black eye worked.
And now you're in an illusion.
Shit.
With a black eye.
Oh, this illusionist is big on continuity.
True.
I mean, it's gotta be believable.
Well, leading on from last time, I think I'm still stuck. I'll keep making the int saves or int checks or whatever you were getting us to roll.
It's just whenever you want to try and do stuff.
Whenever you want to not be here.
Can Fireball go through the door that you were trying to go through?
Which door? You tried to go through a ton of doors.
The one with water on the other side?
Oh,
what are you doing?
I mean, no matter what door Fireball goes through, there's a ton of water here. Like, there's water no matter where Fireball goes, really.
Also, you
So
do know it's an illusion.
What are you gonna do?
Can Fireball go into this door here?
You can. You walk into the room. It's a very nice room. You do you have a look around?
Yeah. Yes.
Sure, you start like looking around. Roll me a perception check.
20.
You look back and there's no door where you came in.
Well, that lack of a door can go fuck itself. Can I can't cast plane shift.
You can try if you have the
I mean,
spells.
I don't have the spell slot, so I can't.
Then you cannot.
Can I go and try and push on the wall where the door was?
You can. You push on that wall. Roll me a strength check.
Well, 8.
You shove the wall. The wall is dejected by you.
Yeah, well, it should think better of itself next time.
Think twice before being a wall.
Can I firebolt it?
You 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 fireball the room. It's
Fireball.
very fiery.
Bolt.
After you
Bolt with a
fireball,
T.
you firebolt the wall. It's very fiery.
Now can I try and push on where the door was?
Give me another strength check. And do damage for that firebolt.
I did, I got a 24.
That's to hit. I need the damage.
Oh. 13 damage.
Okay. It's still a wall. Mainly
But
because you got a 0.
In natural
I-
0.
Well, no, I got a natural 3. It's just -3
True,
to
you
strength.
got a dirty 0.
Yeah, dirty 0.
Ugh.
Filthy
right.
0.
So just kind of like what when you see like video game characters just sort of like walk into walls and then they just keep walking.
Oh
I
no,
imagine
he's
it's
bugged
a little
out.
bit like that.
He has bugged. So Fireball's busy glitching in that room. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, keep glitching into the wall till you no clip and fall through the world.
No, you see what really needs to is there a plate or a bucket in my room this room, Joe?
Make an intelligence save.
I'm good at those allegedly. 20. Still
Uh,
probably not good enough.
Yeah, there's a bucket and a plate that weren't there before.
Okay. Can I what's the bucket made out of?
Wood and metal.
Ah,
Some water in it.
oh, fuck the water. Can I pick up the plate and run at the wall with the plate and then try and run through the plate?
Make make an acrobatics check and make an intelligence check.
Intelligence save?
Yeah, just save. Yeah.
20.
You take
I mean, I got a nat 1 on my acrobatic.
you take 1 point of psychic damage as you run into a wall at just full speed.
And an unknown voice says, "This isn't Skyrim."
But it just works.
I mean, Joseph did actually give a hint there for once.
Yeah, but me as a player, as a player, I know I'm not smart enough to figure this stupid puzzle out.
But your character is smart enough.
Yes.
So
But
what does he do
will
next?
choose not to do that.
Uh,
Apparently.
Can I do the thing that the hint that I don't get is telling me to do?
Make another intelligence save.
18.
You spend some more time looking around. There's a few more random items in the room. Just like things that have sort of popped into your head as you've been walking around.
Can I put the wall out with the bucket of water?
It's not really on fire. It's like a bit ashy. Give me another give me another intelligence save, and please make me roll me flat int as well.
I got a 23 on the save and a 24 on the flat int roll.
Okay. You sort of splash water all around the room, and you break a bunch of objects and stuff, and you eventually see the door. It's back where it was. Also, this water isn't very watery to you.
Yeah. I figured out your fakeness as I go back through the door.
You walk through the door. You have returned to the corridor.
From one door to another.
Now moving on to somebody else as Fireball thinks to himself.
Okay.
No. That's not how this works. You're the main character.
Sonia,
Mm-hmm.
you get woken up again.
Morning.
Everybody is sleepy by El Dinosaur over here. And it's just like, why are you sleepy? Get up.
Everyone's in an illusion. I need. Well, okay, one. Take this other me to your lab. Hide them, and then wake me up when I'm probably knocked out again when you get back.
Okay, make another intelligence save.
Have to open my character sheet and then click on the wrong thing because I'm used to being on the second tab.
You stay lucid for a couple more moments as the dinosaur takes other one to lab. Give me one more.
Ooh.
And do you want to do anything while you're conscious?
I'm essentially just looking around, I guess. Like, taking in what's
There's
actually going on around.
Cool, roll me a perception check.
Percepzione.
There's like a faint purple mist that's sort of in the air. It's kind of drifting around everybody. It's very hard to notice though. And then give me another int save.
I
Will
like
you be
int
conscious by the
saves.
time the dinosaur gets back? You will! Dinosaur returns and is like, okay, I did it, Mom.
Excellent. Then Sonia will cast anti-magic field on the basically the area that the mega machine is.
Okay. Everyone roll me an int save.
You see why I need to get rid of other me.
Nat 20.
That's definitely a pass. That's success. And will Fume succeed? Also, Lawrence, you're muted. Ooh, interesting. But Fume will wake up. You all wake up. Fume takes a bit longer, but like any of you can just prod her back awake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Sonia, from your earlier perception, you notice the purpley mist has sort of faded a bit. And has almost disappeared now.
Hmm. So
Did any of the rest of us say this, or is this just a Sonya thing?
This is just Sonya because she like rolled perception earlier. You can all roll perception to find it, but Sonya can't point it out to you.
Yawn.
yawn, yawn, yawn.
You don't quite see it, Colt, because it's barely there anymore.
Oh,
Fireball also doesn't see it, and neither does Fume.
I would point out that that was there and make it very obvious that basically we have until this field of anti magic goes down. Also, yeah, I'm now useless again. Thumbs up. I guess Colt, this is all on you.
Yeah, I
no.
can't do it till inside a field.
that
Uh,
implies that. Oh, no.
But yes, if
I
you
mean,
didn't, if you didn't realize we
I mean,
were
I could take one of the lizards and. You go.
true, yes, get lizard because someone is actively
lizard
attacking
out.
us.
Yeah, gets lizard out of the iron flask,
Yep, you got your lizard out.
and they are like under the gi, so they're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting sniped. Okay. Any smart people, any ideas where the source of this is, so I can go and dig it?
Joseph is the person that you very unsubtly mentioned that does lots of this shit awake or nearby?
I mean, they don't seem to be in the room when you wake up. Oddly
I
enough.
swear I saw something move there though.
True. It's strange.
Strange.
It seem to be in the room. Very odd.
Sonia will specifically point that point out about okay, it is likely this person, or at least they're involved.
Or they are friends with Alan, so maybe they broke out and went on ahead. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I really hope that they aren't the one attacking us. But for the purposes of leaving you guys, I will still look for those two.
Hi there, hello.
So,
Roll
where
me a
are
perception check, Colt.
I was going to say, where are all of the we have 2 artifacts, yeah? Well, 4 if
Ye-
you count the crowns.
You have you have the 2 fiery ones, you have
Happy
the
orb.
divination one, you have the happy orb, and you have the catalyst one.
Big
Can I use
power.
use that 18 portent to make it a 23 on perception?
Yeah. You find some like footprints sort of near the door. And you would guess that they probably left at some point.
What, the door leading out of the ship?
Leading out of the ship, yeah.
Right. As I've asked, right, so we have the 4,
And
the
you
power,
you
power
you
artifact,
take
the
a quick look.
divination one.
You take a quick look around outside, but you can't see them. You're gonna go to you're gonna go use the divination orb.
Not yet. It's more just making sure that we still have everything.
Yeah, you still have all the artifacts. You can guess that their aim was not to rob you.
Is TKO active, or are all of the screens just like fizzled out at the moment? What's his status?
TKO just seems to be like the whole ship seems to have just been like turned off effectively. Nothing seems damaged or anything.
Yeah.
Have
Shakes
you
Ben.
played Metal Gear
Ben!
Solid?
No, I haven't.
I was gonna say it's
Ben,
like
Ben
the
will
chaff
growl.
grenades.
And he's like, "Oh God, what's happening?"
Well, someone put us all in a trance, and there's somebody missing. We don't seem to have missed any. Don't seem to be missing any artifacts or anything. But maybe you can get the power back on. Maybe the
Alright.
surveillance picked something up. I am going to check something else.
He'll go, yeah, once, and then he presses a button. He's like, "Oh, We're in an anti-magic field.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Hello.
Oh,
G-
never
good.
mind then. Dumb, totally forgot about that. Never mind. Never mind me. I'm going to check around the building. The ship, sorry.
You search around the ship. Everything still seems to be there until you sort of get to this room, where like what was previously there seems to no longer be there. Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing missing. We'll search
That
over like the other side of the ship just for the purposes
uh,
of being thorough.
you just roll investigation.
I suck at this. Can I? Can it be wisdom survival?
It's investigation.
Okay. 15.
Wisdom investigation.
Yeah, that's good enough to know that like that is pretty much the only thing that has been taken.
And if I move like around to this room with the anti-magic lizards, does everybody wake up? Like, oh no, I've put myself in
I
there.
mean, yeah, you can rouse everyone awake. Uh, everyone will get back up and just be a bit dazed and confused.
Hey, just
Yeah.
like that famous song.
Dazed and confused.
True.
I think Cold's token is stuck inside Ben. Oh
Oh
my!
no.
Oh no! uh, okay. Is he gone?
Is he underneath a con?
Oh, there
There
he
he
is. He's
is.
under. He was.
He's under.
He hid under Constantine for some reason.
He is. Oh, great gone.
We'll
Oh
like.
my.
Indeed, we'll wake everybody else up and let Ben know. So that's the illusionist guy. He was like what? An old cohort of yours? Because he's gone. Is that
Uh,
bad,
who are you asking this to? Ben?
Ben?
Ben's like
Just because he knows Ben knew the guy.
I like a bunch of people killed him once. He was kind of evil, I guess. I don't know. I don't really talk to him.
But why were
I
you
think
keeping a
I
hold of the body?
well, the body was like really interesting. I actually no, I'll be quite frank. I did kill that guy's family and like murder them pretty brutally. So, but yeah.
Back in the old days.
Yeah.
Back in your old slaver days.
That
Right.
that is true. I did threaten to kill his family if he didn't murder some people for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's why he was really mad at us because you did that. He was mad at us.
Yeah.
I remember that
yeah.
now.
This is true.
Yeah, he blamed he blamed us for all of that bollocks.
That's true because I was with you guys. I'm a great
I mean-
friend to have.
I mean, none of us in character would remember this.
Look, Ben Oren right now is a good guy. Old Ben Oren, who's
Agreed.
dead and is not alive anymore, stares directly into his soul. He was a dickhead, wasn't he?
Yeah, shifty
indeed.
eyes.
Winks at Sonia and winks at Ben. But these are
He
the
was-
actions that now is the time to try and make amends for. Probably a good idea to find out where that body went off T.
He was terrible. Anyway.
When he did attack Croc and Kato, I do remember that part. I was there for that bit.
Just send you a
Yeah.
message.
And as far as I can tell, he offed himself.
It's pretty accurate. He wouldn't say that though. He'd still probably blame us.
He would blame us because he set off a nuke spell and he was right on top of the power artifact when he did it. He probably cast a spell and went, oh shit!
He cast big spell and it kind of went wrong, but you know,
As is the way with Big Spell.
true. and getting near any of the artifacts, to be honest.
Getting near these things is a bad idea.
They are pretty dangerous.
Just a bit, just a little bit. I think the artifacts have a bigger kill count than any of our characters do.
I mean, if you think of it on a grand scale, that sort of makes sense. They're way more important than any of us.
But you own
They are
them all,
they're literally the plot.
making you the most important.
Oh no.
So I'm thinking search party. Some people stay here, hold down the fort. Some of us faster ones go up them.
Isn't there just a quicker way, like casting a spell of some sort?
I mean,
some
if
precipitation magic?
that spell's not going to reactivate, we could use the sphere. I'll try. I mean, we're inside like Sonya's anti-magic field now. I'll try putting the lizard away, unless is Sonya bringing down the anti-magic field, because I assume that stops the sphere from working.
Technically, I have no control over. If you remember, once a spell rebounds off the artifact, then it's the artifact who's cast it. So we essentially have to wait for the full duration of the artifact casting it.
Or leave the ship and then
Yeah.
cast something like scrying or something like that.
But essentially, this area is anti-magic for at least a little while.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be the test guinea pig and try leaving the ship, and if I just either immediately die or stop still, you guys know the drill.
Got it. Tie a rope
If I
around your leg and
immediately
pull you back.
Yes, hands you his grappling hook.
Why
Tries to
don't
go
we
out.
why don't we send Sir Galahad instead? He's invincible.
I mean,
So
like I said,
Galahad is not
like I
good
said-
at finding things.
this,
Does he say
I'm
that
good at
proudly?
He does, very proudly.
whereas I have experience in hunting, so I might have a better chance at finding them.
Yeah, but Sir Galahad has experience of, finding immense power.
Like I said, search party. It would be nice to have an extra pair of hands for when I do find them, just in case there's some ulterior motives going on here.
I will accompany you as a bodyguard. Friendship.
A
I
friendship
agree on the
bodyguard.
friendship. I agree on the friendship part. Points down at.
I'm trying
Flies
to get
up
him.
to you, gives you a little bro fist.
I'm trying to get him killed so hard.
Well, I think it's going to be very difficult. Anybody
Yeah, well,
else?
if
Right, I'll
I'm
be the
sen-
guinea pig god first. I'll try to leave the ship.
if
Yeah.
if I'm sending him out to kill something immensely powerful, hopefully it'll go for him first.
You leave the ship and you seem to not die instantly.
Or fall under an illusion. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, you don't seem to go glossy eyed or anything.
Mm.
You seem fine.
Shouts back into, leans back into the ship and just calls to everyone. Seems okay. Is everything we're still on the spaceport, aren't we?
Yeah. Although all the lights in the spaceport are currently off. That is a thing that you do notice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not good. Guys, everything seems to be shut down. Oh no, this isn't an illusion as well, is it?
Or is that my
No,
fault?
No. That might be someone's fault, possibly. Who knows?
Large artifact casting of anti-magic field seems like the calling, right?
That might be an accurate summation of events. Yeah.
Colt immediately starts rubbing his tongue. It's just everything on this spaceport is magic powered. Did they not think normal,
The only
Wait.
reason the spaceport stays where it is because of magic power. So without it,
So what you're saying is you
Listen.
fucked us.
No,
everything in
no, I saved everyone. The port may be
Yes.
offline.
it's just not moving through space, isn't it? Is that right?
It's probably still where it was before, right? Give me an intelligence roll. Just like flat int.
Colt is smart though. He can do this. Look at that. What a smart boy.
Like you'd guess that the station isn't probably gonna crash into anything immediately in the future. But you do also think that like life support might be some form of an issue. If depending on how
Again,
long this goes on.
again, Colt is like he's just frustrated at the people who built this place. He's like they didn't think of a backup. Ah, right, but
I mean, they probably have a backup. It's just probably magic.
I mean,
Clear.
I can't say Lawrence is wrong because in real life we have electric backups to back up the electric shit.
Yeah, but Colt is like, why don't they have a non-magic backup, even if it's like bare minimum oxygen production?
I mean, there's buildings that have like diesel generators to generate.
Yeah, that's true, I
electricity as
guess.
a backup. But like,
Yeah, but
And
the problem is like if the diesel generators generate electricity, but all electricity is negated forever.
It's pointless. Uh,
Yeah, you're right.
Well, it's been-
Hospitals should have a secret magic supply.
it's been X amount of time since this has been active, so I can't reverse it with my key.
At least
Can't-
something sort of hydraulic.
Oh man, powered, I could do that.
We just
I
need
I'm
to
can
made
help
of-
you, sorry.
very quickly set up a
I'm-
giant running wheel to put Colt in.
I mean,
Gigantic fucking hamster wheel.
hello, I am made of fire.
Energy?
Could-
What?
Yep,
Since
thermal
when?
generator off you.
All right, you
So-
just hop in the magic generator and oh wait.
since those guys over there are made of hallucinogenic drugs, and he points at the water elementals.
So everything is turned off.
Effectively.
As far as you can tell.
So, ironically, Fireball's doing the opposite of helping because he's burning what oxygen's left.
Very
Hey.
true.
Hey, I can't help how I live as a being.
I was just
Just like
picturing a
you
homeless man with a crack pipe. I can't help how I live.
No,
Um,
no, like I
but-
can't, I can't control what I am.
So I
Fireball.
think you're all missing perspective right now.
What would
If
that?
everything is off, that means all of the stores in this like space station security systems are off.
Let's go rob them.
Fireball. Ben's gonna come over here and pick you up. And he's like, "Come with
Don't-
me."
What the fuck are you doing, picking me up like that without my permission?
He then like shoves you into a machine over here.
Hey, this is non-consensual.
And closes the little lid on you. He's like, "Okay, good. The ship should stop producing oxygen now."
Yay. At least we can come back here if we need if the if the space station runs out of oxygen before this spell wears off. How long does this spell usually last?
Everyone stares at Sonia.
What you mean? Like
That's who I'm asking.
when the artifact does it, or
When
because
will
that
you do it?
ah
If you're looking for it, it's concentration 1 hour.
just
Oh god.
tightly typing because I
That- that's
closed that
bad
tab.
That's
Yeah.
bad if one person casts it.
Hey, it's
This
up
has been
to an
amplified
hour.
a lot.
If the machine decides to turn it off early,
Very true.
Can you punch the machine and make a con save?
Yeah, you just keep punching that machine, buddy.
One of these punches will hit an off button.
That was not a serious suggestion.
Eh.
Although,
Bonk. Well, that didn't work. Bonk, 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 bonk. That's not working.
so what
I
would you
am
say is
not
the
built for this?
what's our priority right now? Because some people seem to think it's looting. There's still someone who attacked us, and there's a lot of people going to die.
Save the people, says Ben.
Look,
Wait,
turns
what?
to rest of party. Now what does everyone else
What are
think?
we doing? Why would we save people?
Ben, Ben, do you think that this space station will have a bigger version of that thing? Points at the machine you shove Fireball in, and we can shove
That's
Fireball in that one instead.
it should have an oxygen converter somewhere, but it like needs fire that's normally magically supplied. But yeah, we could try shoving Fireball in, in that. So Fireball might have the stuff to keep that going.
Well,
It
it
probably
might be a smart idea to leave Fireball there for now. Find someone here who is in charge of, or someone who knows about the engineering of this place, and then get that online so that people can at least breathe. Then we can
Yeah.
find.
Let's go
Then we can
find
find the people who attacked us.
let's go find an engineer and donate Fireball to them.
Temporarily, until
Yeah.
this whole anti-magic thing fizzles out.
So
Does
are
that
you
sound
gonna
like
go?
sound
Are
alright
you
to everybody?
is everybody going on that journey to search for like the engineering crew?
No.
Oh, Sunya's absolutely useless, so she's staying very close to court.
Fair enough.
Fireball is going nowhere.
Fireball. Ben will approach you. I actually, Ben will approach you and just like take the machine you're in out of, effectively like unclamp it from the wall and just brings it as a solid unit.
Just wait until we get out of this anti-magic zone.
He's like, "Come along, we'll need you for the journey. Keep the oxygen supplies up."
Also, a very handy torch.
True.
It just so happens to be metallic on the inside, so it projects the light.
I've got a cask of endless water. Open it on myself.
I'm pretty sure you don't
Uh,
have that item,
you-
do you?
No.
Do you? Ah, fair enough. If you genuinely had it, a thing might have happened, but oh well.
Colt sees Ben like using Fireball as like a flashlight lantern thing, and Colt's like, "Yeah, you've got the right idea.
Fume,
That's how we used to do things where I come from."
Fume, are you coming on this adventure to save people, or are you gonna like just head off and try loot places?
I mean, the places are there for the looting, guys. Don't you see the places there for the looting? I say to everyone and see how they react to me saying that.
The demons generally agree with you, and are like, there are tons of souls out there just waiting to be looted.
See, the demons agree with me, and they're
So-
the nicest people we've ever met.
The water elementals are like a bit just they just kind of want to stay on the ship and vibe. They're not particularly swayed to go out.
So
Uh,
wait a minute there, Colt. Are you telling me that in your clan, you used to capture and enslave fire elementals and use them as torches?
No, we used to create a light source out of fire and then put it inside something shiny so that we could create lights.
Which is a
I
form
mean,
of enslaving.
I mean, it's not sentient fire though. It's just fuel that's giving off energy.
I don't know.
If we had a fire elemental and they wanted to offer their services in
Fireball.
that way, we'd
Roll-
take it.
Roll a religion check, Fireball.
Okay, cool. This might shake your belief system, and it also might not
It's not a
be.
belief system. It's not a
No,
belief system. It's just the technology that I had.
no. I have done some research, which might not
I
be
got
real.
12, Joe.
Have you ever considered that everything in existence actually might be sentient?
Fireball.
No.
You misremember like the doctrine of the place you grew up, and you think that this is a terrible affront to your entire culture.
This
Again, it wasn't an elemental.
This is still deeply offensive to my culture.
Well, you're in that now.
Just
Well-
wait until I get out.
Well, too fucking bad.
People are going to
Look,
die.
Fireball. Look, Fireball. You're making oxygen for everyone. We're very thankful. And
And
the amount of times that we've saved you, and now you're saving us.
and
No wonder he gesturing to Ben is on my kill list. If he just scoops fire elementals up and shoves them into weird machines.
so
Court just turns on ever so slightly exasperated, and he just kind of like half looks at Sonia and just mutters, like very quietly mutters, 3 days. 3 days I walked around the city of brass looking for him.
Nope,
I had to
not good
fight off
enough.
I had to fight off so many thugs in back alleys.
Nope, not good enough.
And now we just need it to make oxygen and be a torch, but no.
It's an affront to my culture. I feel offended.
Well, you know what? I
Well,
think we can live with you being offended if we're living.
if we're still alive, yes. Anyway, what Fume said. No, come on, Fume, you're better than that. I mean, it's just shops. We've been able to provide for ourselves with our own labours quite well. And then turns to the demons who he's been training and goes, and you, I'm very surprised at you. Bad.
he doesn't care for the looting. It's most of the other demons that want to do looting.
I was going to say, because there's like, there's like, what, 4 or 5 that Colt's been training, and the
Yeah,
jailer is
the-
just one of them. But it's the other lesser ones. If any of them said now, he'd be like, I'm disappointed
The
in you.
demons that Colt has been training are of slightly higher moral fiber than the other ones, because they've been taught by Colt.
Yeah, all the
Okay,
other
fair
ones are
enough.
too
I was-
focused on making more Sunyas because they're fucking mental.
That's true. They are far too focused on trying to make more Sunyas because there aren't
was
enough
all-
of those.
I was all for them still being like morally ambiguous and Colt having to be like, no, that's bad, but fine. If he's like had that much of an impact on them, brilliant.
It's the ones that work for Bethany that are like, we're very against the sort of bit.
And it's the Sunya demons that are like, yes.
The Sunya demons are absolutely on the looting. They want to loot. They want to just go out and get the shit. But yeah, you guys are gonna head off to do engineering stuff. So we'll cut to you guys. You wander out and you go to where you think the big engineering building is. You are here.
I
What
mean, do we not encounter like anybody, like any souls at all?
Most
Joseph, you've died.
Yeah, you cut out.
right.
We can hear you now.
You walk out of the ship, but you immediately realize why you don't see anyone. Like all the doors have locked when you try them. Like they've all deadbolt sealed effectively. From what you can tell. You'd guess it's an emergency backup measure to try and like keep the oxygen in effectively.
Well, that's ironic. You're making the space that the oxygen is in smaller.
This is possibly true.
At least in his like simple logic.
But roll me a Constitution check. View.
Oh no. Just me or everybody?
Yeah, and Ben's also gonna make one.
Oh no.
Am I okay?
You don't have to make one because you are in the machine that makes oxygen.
Is it a case of we can't move a certain distance away from it?
You're all just okay.
I
And
do give off a certain amount of light.
and Sonia
Okay, I didn't hear
Was
you
it
say me.
con save or con check?
can't save.
Oh, that's totally different for me.
Strong 10.
Nice.
Strong 27.
Ben's getting a little light of breath. Sonia's also getting a little light of breath. But
Sonia's like, oh god, I forgot breathing. Oh, this is horrible.
Colt is seemingly fine.
Probably sustained by Key
Got good lungs.
and is used to. Colt should be naturally good at this anyway because he's used to living on the tops of tall as fuck mountains where the oxygen is thin and he never uses any equipment. So
Yeah.
you'd think he'd be fine in low oxygen situations.
Also, all the lights in this building are currently off, and the doors are all open because they're just holographic doors. You can walk through them.
So are these two orange things doors?
Yeah.
Or do I see through them if I stand here?
You see a random guy who's standing there looking quite panicked.
Approaches him very slowly, hands outsplayed. Hey, you alright?
He's like, the eh, eh,
It's alright,
y-
calm down. What's your name?
I'm Jones, and you can't be here. Power out. Bad time. No.
When you say can't be here, do you mean authorized wise, or do you mean because everything's locked down?
Uh, um, uh, eh, he seems like
He sounds very frazzled.
yeah. And then he's like, no, enter.
Wait, since the anti-magic field affected like everything, isn't the other Sunya essentially just dead?
No,
She's off in an
she's
extra dimensional space.
in an extra dimensional
Yeah,
space.
I specifically
Okay.
did that first because I knew this would
Okay.
happen.
No, I was. I just wasn't
Colt,
paying attention.
Yes.
roll me an insight.
Bap.
You
29.
believe that this person this person barely speaks your language.
But I have tongue of the sun and moon. I should be able to speak all languages.
Yeah, this person is trying to speak to you in common. They could speak to you normally in their language, but they've seen you and they assume you can't speak their language. So they are trying to speak your language
Points at
very
him.
badly.
Points at himself. Speaks all.
He goes, "Oh, okay. Sorry. You can't enter this area because the power's out, and we're working to try and get it back on. It seems we've been encapsulated in a giant antimatter."
You cut off
You cut out
again.
Sorry. There we go. He'll just say that like you can't be here. We're trying to reestablish the power, but it seems we've been caught in some sort of giant anti-magic field somehow that just came out of nowhere.
Well, apologies for being here in terms of like authorities and stuff, but we're kind of the only ones who were. I'm guessing we were the only ones who were outside when this all went down. We do have someone who can help you guys develop some power if you have a piece of equipment that can like take thermal.
I mean, how much thermal energy you got? You got like
One fire elemental's worth.
what what power of fire elemental? Like, how strong are they?
Very.
'Cause-
He's an absolute powerhouse.
Oh, okay. We'll put him in the. Okay. Step through
By the way,
this
by
hallway.
the way, are you the only guy here?
Oh no, there's some other engineers working on just everything, but we're not having a lot of success. Just put them in that room. Just right in the center there.
Yeah. What?
Uh,
I'm not very technology minded, but what do?
Ben will bring him along. Oh, that just like basically you've got to get that room really, really hot, and that'll start a reaction that will create some oxygen.
Well, we've got the man for that. And Court would also trust Ben in if Ben's going to chuck him in there, he's just going to be like, if this was shady and weird, Ben would look at that machine and go, "Nah, I'm not putting anyone in that." At least he's trusting Ben to do that, just whether he does it or not.
Ben will let Fireball out into this room, and he just asks Fireball to get really hot in the middle of that room.
Do your thing, buddy.
I'll turn to them and I'll say, if I die in here, I'm going to come back and kill everyone in this room.
Do your best, buddy.
Thumbs up.
Court leans to the engineer. Don't worry, he says that a lot.
Like more than you would imagine.
Hey, I've killed at least one of you before.
Alright, Fireball, roll a Constitution save. As you just try and heat yourself up.
Also, I like that statement because none of the people here know that they've been killed by Fireball at any point.
Because it all got erased
Yeah,
every time.
so everyone would be like, wait, who killed what? Ben would be like, killed one of those two? What?
Yeah, you start like heating up. And you all can hear the sound of gas being released from the walls. And the guy's like, "Oh, thank God." Or if you're not cold, he's making strange noises that none of you can understand except Colt.
I've got the
Yeah.
translation necklace on.
You do have it on, but he's still making strange noises.
Yeah, the translation necklace just translates you for people, doesn't it? Is that right?
Possibly.
I mean,
I'm going to
if
go with that.
I mean, if it just translates me for other people, then I've been able to understand nobody.
You have been able to understand people.
Okay, so it works two ways.
Anywho,
So-
keep getting hot.
Hello there.
Give me another con save.
Do I get advantage by doing the Obi-Wan thing?
I'll roll a con save and I might give you a +1.
At 14.
Your Kenobi impression will bump that to a 15. You're getting a little tired, but you do keep it up for a fair while. He's like, "Oh, you're a lifesaver." Possibly literally. Now, how do we anti-magic this? Do you guys know what's happening?
Do I hear that question?
You do. But only Colt understands it.
Okay.
I like. Why must I be the most honest boy ever? For fuck's sake. Look, it was a magical artifact that is set off this anti-magic field. So it's not like one person is casting it and they're concentrating on it.
Then
So
where
it
is
should
So
it should fit. It should wear off after a while.
So like we need to remove it quickly then. So like where is it?
On one of the ships.
Okay, we'll round some people up and we'll start searching the ships to sort of like effectively release the clamps and then like just sort of kick it out into space.
You don't need to do that. I have an idea of what I might be able to do to remove the ship that has it. Just leave it to us. And then you're
like we're gonna have to send some people to check this out. If the station needs its magic back.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist to let us handle it.
Roll
Please.
persuasion.
I suck at this. I'm going to look that. I'm going to look that. Oh, I
The
still
guy's
suck.
pretty insistent that he sends people to go and like search ships and fix the problem.
There was me going, 1, Colt wouldn't lie, 2, I can't lie anyway because I'll probably roll a 9 on deception.
And
then roll a 9 on persuasion anyway.
Then he promptly heads off to go and get some more people to like go search the ships for whatever's causing.
No. Like I said, just let us handle it because we know what's caused. We know what's caused it.
Yeah, but okay, where is it? We need to get some people to like eject that ship.
I just said we'll do it.
Okay, but like I'll just get some people to escort you then.
What do you mean escort? We're
like
quite right to make our own way back.
You do it because like we'd quite like power some juncture.
Okay, give me a couple of minutes first, okay? Look, we've brought oxygen back to your plant. You can give me a couple of minutes.
Like you have until I can get some people to go and I can round some people up. And then he walks into this room and he's like, "Oh yeah, the teleporters aren't working." And he leaves the room. And he heads off.
Turns around to everybody and translates what he was saying. Like, look, he's wanting to get a bunch of people like together to basically look for the artifact that caused it. I didn't tell him where it was. Didn't tell him it's on our ship. But he's gonna start getting people looking around for the source of the anti-magic field. So I have an idea. Maybe we can use our summons to carry the ship away.
Mine probably wouldn't help, but regardless, that's if we can summon them.
Hurry up, I'm getting tired in here.
I mean, it's not.
Save fireball.
Is it magic?
I don't know. I mean, you could just spend
fireball.
a hit point and check.
Fireball. Take 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
As keeping an entire station oxygenated is taxing on your body.
Be quick, I'm getting exhausted in here.
Damn it. Where's that guy gone?
Off to round people up.
He should have hung around, because then he'd know that this isn't sustainable.
Ben, can you just go and uninstall the thing?
What thing?
The artifact from the ship.
I guess I can go and uninstall it, but like it'll take ages because I don't have magic. Like
you can uninstall it, but you won't be able to switch it off.
Probably like 8 hours, and even then the artifact will still be on.
I mean, we could just let them.
Dead by then.
Could just let them unclamp the ship and just leave.
Well, I'll still be here.
No, you'd come with us.
All right, we've been sent here to sort of like go unclamp a ship or something.
We were just discussing how we'd be able to move the ship afterwards, because that's kind of shut down as well. Also, this oxygen production system is not going to be very sustainable. He's getting tired.
I mean, once we've unclamped your ship, then we can release him and send him back to you.
What are these people? Like, are they human? Are they elves? Are they?
They look like weird pink people. You've never seen any kind of people like this before.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go and try my idea.
Okay. They're gonna follow you back to the ship.
I'm not going to the ship.
Well, they're gonna head to the docks regardless.
I'm just going for. I mean, I'll be going to the docks, but not going to the ship. I'm just going to go to anywhere where that has wide open space.
Sure. You pretty easily reach somewhere that has a wide open space. What do?
Trying to summon Ra.
All right. Burr.
Doesn't work, does it?
It does not know.
Ring,
Best
ring,
phone
ring,
line
ring.
sounds.
Goes to voicemail.
It does indeed go to voicemail.
God damn it! Went to voicemail.
Oh.
Turns onto the finds the two guys wherever they are.
They're like checking each ship. They're like going up to what? They're about 10 ships down the docks from where your ship is, and they're just like going ship by ship, going inside the ship, looking for something that might cause an anti-magic thing to be going on.
That's don't know
check the next
know
ship.
whether or not they know what they're looking at. Then
Yeah,
they might not know what they're looking at if they go inside Ben's ship. They might go inside Ben's ship, see all the demons, and just be like, "Nah."
that's very true. They
The
might.
the Baylor is standing behind the door.
Let's have a look. What's in this ship? Oh my god!
Yeah. All right, now for this ship, open the door and just Baylor was like,
And
no.
the closed door, Jack immediately.
No. Stop it.
That's very
Take
racist.
one look inside and are immediately just like, someone's transporting demons. Ejected.
No,
and
that's how they're
free.
friends. Does the whole Captain America thing where he holds onto like the dock thing, holds onto the ship and just bicycles to pair them back together.
I mean, it's the ship is currently weightless. It's pretty easy to just like
I know.
push
I
and
didn't
pull
say
around.
it was. I didn't say it was a lot of effort. It's just that's
but
what
yeah.
Jody does.
You have some time before they'll get there. What to do?
I mean, I presume I'll need to make another Constitution save at some point.
Yeah, give me one more.
I'll let Lawrence do his thing and then I'll see it.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I got a 7.
Okay. You gain another point of exhaustion.
Right, time for the silly idea that we had a minute ago. Finds the two guys and is just like, okay, fire element, let's make it giving you oxygen's getting even more tired. I wanted to ask, do you have anything that can utilize this? Clenches a fist and lightning crackles around everywhere.
I mean, I feel like as soon as we get this ship away, then the problem will be solved, right? But like
yeah, but whoever's on that ship is still in an anti-magic field. They'll be at risk.
I mean,
you could be putting lives at risk.
If you head back to the light, we could use it to turn the lights back on. That'd be good, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we can get more reliable, sustainable oxygen and light production online, just wait out the anti-magic field. As opposed to... Because it's like the
But
You
how
won't know
long
what
is
the
it?
train test is, do you?
How long is it gonna go on for? Because we don't
I
know
have
that.
no.
So
I literally have no idea.
yeah, so we need to just solve the problem now. Remove the entire problem rather than just like put another band-aid on it. You can roll me another persuasion check.
It's not putting a bandage on it if we can wait out the fallout. No, not perception. Persuasion.
For some reason, Fireball's got a +11 to persuasion.
How does the bloody folk hero background thing work with regards to talking to NPCs? Because folk hero has a thing.
What thing? What?
I
I
know
don't know what you're talking.
folk hero background has a. Because you know, come every background has a feature.
Oh, right. Like it's like the noble of like you have a noble scroll. You can talk to nobles better or whatever. You're a
Mhm.
farmer. You're better at talking to. You're a hero of a village. Everyone in that village likes you and stuff. That sort of thing.
Well, this is not helpful. It's vague as hell. Since you come from the ranks of common folk, you fit in among them with ease. You can find a place to hide, rest, or recuperate among other commoners unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them. They will shield you from the law or anyone else searching for you, though they will not risk their lives for you. That is very vague and unconvincing.
Especially because you're not talking to commoners. It's very not useful.
I
You're
mean,
talking to two random guards who are like in the engineering block.
fair enough. Zaps back to everybody. Zaps back to the group.
Sure.
How does Fireball
Is it?
currently look?
He doesn't look amazing, but he's hanging in there.
I think we should probably let him out now.
Okay, if they dislodge the ship, or if we dislodge the ship, or whichever, the ship's probably going to float away into space without power.
Yeah, but
As soon as it gets,
we'll just go
Yeah,
back
go
to the
on.
ship and have Fireball lightly generate oxygen.
True, we could all go back onto the ship and have him lightly generate oxygen, and then just unclamp the ship and wait it out.
You know how tiring it is
Yeah.
creating oxygen?
I know, that's why
Yeah, but this is for
I
like a
want to
whole
get you out of
station.
there.
Yeah, you're doing it for a whole station. If you're just in that little box like you were before, you should be fine.
It's demeaning in the box.
Yeah, but you will also die without oxygen.
I think I might rather.
Really?
Box or death. Come on.
Okay, shall we just tell them which ship to dislodge and we'll get back on it, and then we just wait it out on the ship?
I have
If you guys think that'll work.
I have a sneaking suspicion that we should ask if the Fireball could be let out first, because I feel like they're going to want to keep him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and ask him. Ask them and tell them dislodge this ship and the problem should stop. Can we get Fireball out first?
Yeah, try that. If not,
Yeah.
that doesn't work, you and
Okay.
Ben can rip the door off.
Eventually, another guy just comes by and he's like, "Oh, are you the guys? Are you the guys from like from before?"
That's very vague. You're gonna have to narrow that down.
Sorry, are you the guys who brought the little fire elemental that's currently supplying all the oxygen?
Yes, he's our friend and he's getting very weak. We were just about to ask if we can take him out, if we can solve this anti-magic problem immediately. Who are you?
Cool. How are you gonna solve the problem immediately?
We know which ship's causing it. We'll just dislodge that and move it away.
Cool. Some of our
Again,
guards
who are
already
you?
there looking for. I'm an engineer.
I can't help but feel like I should insight this guy.
You can insight this guy.
You've
who
conditioned the good boy to be suspicious of everybody.
I mean, he has a little uniform and a little tag that says he's an engineer and
Mm.
his name and stuff.
Oh well, Court's overly trusting anyway, so he'll just go with it. Can we take him out if we can get rid of the anti-magic field immediately? Or, very quickly enough?
Uh, oh,
We're going to need
okay.
him to make our own oxygen so we don't die.
If we can verify that the anti-magic field that's stopping the station is on your ship, then you can take him and get the ship out of there immediately.
Does
Looks
Fireball
to,
understand this?
looks to Sonia and Ben. Right, they're being very finicky with it. Do you think it's a good idea to just go and tell them now, dislodge this ship, but let us get on it first?
As I said, I don't think they want to give up the free energy ball. I just have a feeling.
Once this anti-magic field stops, if they're being weird about keeping me here, tell them I will hurt them.
But you can't hurt them. You're in a thing specifically designed to absorb your power and turn into energy. If you go all out, you're only helping.
No. I have other weaponry.
Do you?
He's gonna cool revenge his way through this by just producing so much power that it blows up the whole station. It's only supposed to take It's supposed to take the power it needs. Why is it overloading the system? What the fuck?
Oh, but yeah, he'll just ask one of you to go find the people looking for the ship, bring them to the anti-magic generating thing. Once they've seen it, then we can release the fireball.
I'll go and tell them, but I'll have conditions.
What are your conditions?
That he goes with. He's already a person on the ship that's causing, and he needs to produce. We need him to produce oxygen to keep the people on there alive. There's loads of souls on that ship.
Well, yeah, we'll release him before we detach you from the station. We just need to verify that the anti-magic thing is actually on that ship.
Right there, that's fair.
You know, if we just give him to you guys, and then you just blockade the ship up, then we'll just all die.
Now, I'm not to be the naysayer here. There's still being a bit awkward of the thing we've done to help them. They're bringing up a lot of, well, what if you decide you don't want to help us after we're the ones offering help? And
Paul translates that to the guy.
Yeah, the guy
Fireball
he
is very rapidly looking like he can't last very long.
We're not the ones who showed up and brought an anti-magic field and destroyed our whole civilization.
I presume,
we didn't really destroy a whole civilization. We kind of just switched it off for a bit.
I presume I'd need to make another con save by this point. It's been a little while.
In a little bit longer, then you'll need to make another one.
Okay.
But the guy's just you guys technically did break a ton of laws by doing this.
Didn't do it on purpose.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what
I didn't do this at all.
Wait, what laws exactly?
Well, you shut down every hospital on the station. So many patients will have to be resurrected after this.
I mean,
so many. You've murdered so many people.
No,
it's been an unfortunate series of events that we're trying to mitigate the fallout from.
What? Why did you even activate a giant anti-magic field? Seems weird.
Because someone was trying to kill us all using magic.
And they're probably on the station somewhere.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Please, in future, don't blow up the world to not die.
Actually, Colt is now starting for backstory reasons, starting to look irate, like his muscles are tensing up and lightning is starting to crackle around him. He's like, "Look, Look, we're the ones trying to help you here. If you banish us off, you've probably just let loose a magical murderer on the whole place, and probably going to cause even more loss of life. We're the ones trying to help here.
Look, I just want to go look at the anti-magic thing, confirm it's there, and then we can release you guys back into space.
Translates that to everybody.
Okay, so Ben, are you okay with like ripping this door off?
Ben's like, I mean, yeah, just turn into a big dragon, rip it off. Not much of a problem.
Okay, so Colt, don't tell them that, but say
Don't worry.
we have nothing to lose by freeing our friend here, and I feel like if this is broken, you're probably more fucked. Please, politely I'm asking, could you free him now?
Doesn't translate, doesn't say she says this, but says exactly that.
So what are you saying again, sorry? Like, free him or force?
Yeah,
Look,
long story short, yes.
Yeah, look, we have nothing to lose by we have something to lose by leaving him in there if he dies. We have nothing to lose if we take him out there. However, if you release him from there, we can get rid of the anti-magic field and everyone can be kind of happy. Or if you don't let him out, we'll just rip him out.
Sonia, roll a persuasion check with advantage because Cole is helping you.
Okie dokie. Persuasion. How good's my persuasion? That's a strong +1. Oh, wait a minute.
Same as mine.
I need to make sure to untick guidance, because I don't have that.
You don't have guidance. It's true.
What is this bullshit? Not having that infinite spell to rely on. So persuasion, yeah.
Yeah.
Strong 10.
The guy wants to go look at the ship first, just to check that the anti-magic thing is on there.
Ben, it's your ship. Your gaff.
Ben's like, I guess I don't have a problem with him just taking a look at it.
In terms of like, again, because he's starting to get irate, again, there's like backstory reasons why this particular thing is bothering him. Because you can we'll point out the ship and you can take a look, but you're not going on it.
The guy just says, sure.
I was gonna double down and take it or leave it.
He'll follow you to the ship.
Just like gets within eyesight and just points.
Cool. He's
Don't
like,
dislodge it yet. We need our friend out, and we need to be on it.
Yeah, we're not dislodging it yet. We just need to confirm. He pulls out a little device.
Is the device a magical device in any way?
It is not a magical device.
It's effectively a tool.
It would be a really naff anti-magic detector if it was magic powered.
That's really funny though.
If it's an anti-magic detector, is it not just going to light up like a Christmas tree because everything is in the field?
Yes, but that's not exactly how it works because it measures how far you are from the source of it.
There's
Similar to
definitely a
radiation.
tool.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, it's definitely on that ship. Okay. Yeah, let's go back, release your friend, and get that ship clamped away and sent off.
We'll double check with Ben. Are you sure that just having fireball there to produce oxygen will be just fine for us before the effect wears off?
Ben's like, I haven't run the calculations yet.
Because if you want, you can leave me here on the station. Once I'm out of the field, I can try summoning Ra, and because the ship is weightless in space, he could carry us to the nearest oxygenated planet or asteroid that has an oxygen field.
I guess. I mean, that's
It's just
pretty
to be
good.
it's just to be super safe.
I mean, sure, that's pretty good insurance policy.
Yeah.
Cool. The engineer will then head back, and he will start, he'll effectively unlock the door. Roll one more con save fireball in the meantime while you were checking the ship out.
When they come back, they'll have seen Fireball sort of pacing backwards and forwards, sort of grumbling to himself about how much he wants to kill everyone on this ship.
I mean, we didn't leave you. We've been outside the door the whole time.
You don't gain a point of exhaustion.
Oh no, not you guys. I mean, more than he kind of already wants to kill some of you.
Standard.
But no, he's more talking about like everyone that is from this space station.
He opens the door. You're now free to leave the room. He's like, "All right, you guys get out of here as quickly as possible."
Sure.
I'll give him a rude gesture in fire elemental sign language.
Okay. You have not understood like a word he said.
I can get context from what they've said.
True. Okay, everybody heads off to the ship.
Just one last thing before we actually leave. You know, it was like the session before last. You said, "Oh yeah, Code sees a banner thing for a tournament for like all the mightiest
Yeah.
warriors and that." He's just gonna like, as he's going past, just like kind of stroppy, like, and just like nab one of the flyers for it, and then it's like, I'm keeping this just in case we don't come back here.
I mean, the tournament isn't held on this station; it's elsewhere.
Yeah, it's just a reminder for him.
All right, fair enough.
I like
I'm
the
seeing this now. I'm grabbing it.
I like the idea of their response being, "No, I'm taking this in case we don't come back." It's like, don't worry, you're not welcome anyways.
True, you are red-listed terrorists. Bye.
Or just wait.
Let's the ship go away. Summons max power. What? Nova this whole place.
Yeah, why is it
But
when someone
Fireball-
calls you a terrorist, it makes you want to nuke them? Because that's how I feel as well.
Fireball wants to kill them all with a personal touch.
The ship is promptly unclamped, and then someone like basically all the people on the platform just give it a good shove out into space.
Right. Colt is still stood on the platform though,
Cool.
because he's
And
gonna
also,
get
a
watered.
big question is, Fume, how long would you like to spend with your demons looting?
1 minute less than our time.
I was gonna say, does Colt
so it would have
turn
taken
around
them
and see them?
It would have taken them quite a while
Okay, I'll ask you a question. What are you going for with the looting? Like, which district are you heading to get stuff? There's a bunch
I was going to ask you what were the districts, because that was the first question.
Yeah, there's a technology district that there's a sort of like starship kind of market. There's a food place. There's like an entertainment district. There's housing. There's like
probably
a shopping area.
We're probably gonna grab stuff from the district with parts for the ship. Just see if we can steal any cool shit to help upgrade the ship.
Okay, cool.
Like,
I know I have been asked to get Lucas aid, so maybe like on our way back, go past the food part.
Sure.
The only meta thing I'll say is, you might have had the thought that maybe something that generates power that's not magic based would be useful.
Yes.
Like the hamster engine.
That's why we're going to the ship area.
But if they had that on here, they would have used it on the station.
Are you what in the ship are you looking for? Do you want like engine parts, weapon parts, systems parts? Like what are you looking for?
Like if there's any interesting sort of weaponry that we can steal for the ship.
The demons are interested. There is a pretty large gun that looks like you could mount it on the entire bottom of the ship.
Sure, we're just gonna like shuffle out like as a conga, as like a group like a group of ants carrying off the like big cannon thing.
And then one of the demons will shuffle off and like goes into a convenience store and runs out with a large handful of like snacks and Lucasade and stuff.
I like can't take we can't stop holding this thing, so we're just like sort of thumbs upping from where we're holding it.
And then you'll return to the ship. Okay. Uh, I'll say that takes about as long as it takes for you probably arrive just as the engineer and Colt and stuff left after
Mhm.
they confirmed that the magic thing was on the ship. So do you just load the things onto the ship?
Yeah, we're just bringing it into the ship and laying it down somewhere.
Sure. And then by the time they get back, it's sort of all packed up and the demons are all back on.
Yeah, we're gonna make a reveal of it of what the stuff we got when we get away.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so everyone who isn't Colt is gets back on the ship and is launched off into space. Fireball shoved into the little compartment again, so that he
The
can
meaning?
generate
Yeah, in the
oxygen
carry bag.
and everyone not die.
People are going to die.
And yeah, as soon as all of the power comes back on in the station, Colt will be like, I guess that means magic works now. Tries to summon Raw, and I'll just spend half so that he's in good nick, but he's not super weak. He's
Yeah,
not
bro.
super strong.
Raw emerges and is like, "Oh, Colt. I sort of lost contact with you there for a minute."
Yeah, bit of a. I just hope that if you go near, actually, it's probably a good thing to ask you. If you go near, and now that you're here, you can go near anti-magic fields. Yeah.
I can. I'm less powerful in them because I'm kind of
Well,
projecting through you. But yeah, I could
you can,
probably go inside one and
you can still fly around. Yeah.
yeah,
Because I only need you to pick up something that's weightless,
yeah.
and
I can
then
still propel myself. My wings sort of let me kind of. It's not very elegant. I can kind of swim effectively through space.
swim through the astral sea.
Yeah,
Well, this should still work. We just points that where the ship is. Ship's that way.
uh,
Need to get that. It's unpowered. We need to get it somewhere where there's oxygen. And then after that, well, however long you are still around, social activity, I guess.
cool. He'll it looks a lot like swimming, but you can
So yeah,
get on his back.
yes, smash, jump, cut to Raw holding onto the ship, just swim, swim.
He's kicking his legs and flapping his wings and stuff. He's like, eh.
God
It's
damn.
so demeaning.
Cut's looking down God damn anti-magic fields. They're so much better when they're just confined to 10 feet, right, Lizzie? Oh wait, yeah, you're in the flask.
Lizzie licks own eyeball and looks
Blah.
very happy.
I was gonna say,
Bleh.
isn't Lizzie awake and so is still just doing that anyway?
And he's just crawling around, having a good old time in cult ski. Uh,
Oh, yeah, just finds a planet with an atmosphere, or like it said before, or an asteroid that's big enough for an oxygen shell. Either or.
while you're flying along, eventually the anti-magic field wears off.
Oh, that
Uh,
lasted a lot less time than I thought it would.
it does. It takes a couple of hours. It takes
Well,
about
no,
10.
we would need to find somewhere to land before that because I can only keep Raw active for 20 minutes.
Ra would eventually fizzle before you would find anywhere.
Ah, crap. Grappling hook, pull onto the ship.
Sure.
Ah.
Make a athletics or acrobatics check for me. See if you can get this.
Slightly better without acrobatics, so I'll do that.
Yeah, you just about managed to hook on and yank yourself in. You
Just takes a moment a bit. Just takes just a second just to be a bit silly. He's holding onto the grappling hook that's stuck to the ship, pulls himself on it, and then he's like, "I'm surfing through space."
oh.
If this
And
gets
then you're
loose, I'll die.
Grip to the side, climb, get in, knocks on the window. Let me in.
Oh god, there's someone
open the
outside.
doors, quickly yoink you in.
Well, that plan didn't work. Are we all alive?
I hope so.
I think so.
Fireball's back in the what's effectively a doghouse.
Yeah, he is. So that
Back
everyone
in the
can win.
generator.
At least it looks like everything's getting sorted into its like factions and into ship factions now.
I'll sort of be. I'll take off the necklace of translation, and just shout in Ignan about how he wants to destroy everything on the space station we just left.
But it's a shame for all of like
we can understand you.
yeah, everyone who
Everyone
speaks
can
Ignan.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, Fireball's going jet. Are we sure he's not the evil Fireball?
I mean, again,
They
evil.
tried to kill me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I had a weird thought. I've wondered how the other universe stuff works because, so like, I made up the lie about this Ben being the one from Fireball's place because that would make him good. So if this one's turning good, does that mean the other one's turning evil?
Maybe, says Ben, shrugging his shoulders.
Oh,
Also, like, probably the good RU might have died. Or, like, is
Yeah.
imprisoned.
And now the evil one is out there killing the good ones.
Cold's just thinking. So there's an evil me, and they would have killed the good RU.
No,
It
no,
must have been a mind mess up for him since he's met the good me.
no, don't worry, Colt. If I remember correctly, you were dead.
Right.
Yeah.
guys, Ben,
So
everybody.
who would have
Yes.
killed him then? And
Yep.
Hello. Me and the demons wish to show you something that we managed to acquire before we were kicked off the thing.
And then and then it's just
Big
big
gun.
big gun. What did you do?
incredibly Big gun. Ben's like, ooh, shiny. That's the newest model.
Yeah, we
Damn.
saw it and we were like, this is the coolest thing we've seen ever. So we
That's-
were like, let's just apply a sort of, how many of us were there? Like a 40 finger discount?
That's super expensive. Is that gun?
Colt initially
Fume-
is like, "What have you done?" But then just like suddenly like calms himself and goes, "You know what? I'm not even mad. They were ingrates anyway."
Okay, Fume.
Yeah.
You would know this, but no one else does. Inside the gun, the demons have put a bunch of people who, because they couldn't extract the souls of them because there's no magic, they're just like tied up and gagged in the gun.
I don't question this fact.
Do you
or
also
inform anyone of this fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you also not mention it?
The only pension person I've like talked about it with would be Bethany, where I'm like, is it normal for them to do that?
Bethany's like, like, I guess that's a demon thing. I don't know.
Like, should I tell someone or is that just fine?
I don't know. I guess we should probably ask what the demons want to do with them, but
I think they want to extract their souls.
well, that seems bad, but like, are they bad people? I guess we should ask that first. I'll trust your judgment on the matter.
Well, you know I have notably bad judgment.
I
Especially right now when I'm made of water.
True. Let's get Colt's
You're-
opinion. He seems
You're the responsible one in this group.
or Sonya. Let's ask Sonya. They're her demons. So she
let's
must make
let's get
rules about them.
Sonya to talk to her demons. That's a good idea.
No.
Cool. But Bethany and Fume will approach you, Sonya.
My good
and
friends.
Discovery's like, I don't have my lab. Goes
Hey,
in the kitchen.
The door isn't working.
Hey, Sonya,
Yes, how can I help you, my good buddy?
do you know why your demons would want to collect a large number of random people?
Yes. They're doing evil shit that I don't have a way of stopping them.
Okay, so they've got a bunch of people.
So yeah, what they're trying to do is essentially make more, and she does like the air quotations, me's, but not
Oh,
really.
that's good.
No, not really me. It's like they're essentially gaslighting people's souls into thinking they're me.
How does that work?
I don't know, but that's what they've been doing.
So yeah, but they're your demons. They're up to you to deal with. But yeah, they've got a gun full of people. Have fun with that. Bye.
Alright.
Like, I will attempt to get Bethany to just like leave that conversation as quickly as possible. Like, it's our problem now.
But Bethany's just like, yeah, good job. Control your subordinates. And
I
then
mean, they're not my subordinate. I'm still kind of fucked right now. Yeah, bye.
I'm like, as we walk away, I'm like, Bethany, oh, you handled that so well.
Thanks. You too. Think this is real development.
Yeah, usually I'd have just like let them sacrifice the people without telling anyone and been like, whatever, doesn't affect me.
She'll give you a hug.
Ow.
Okay.
Still warm.
Oops, sorry.
It's fine.
Cool.
Now to get back to focus on finding a way to not be casting water spells.
True. But after a couple of hours, Fireball does Fireball, roll me 1 Constitution save.
What happens if I get the 3?
Would I be able to give him advantage on it? Oh, doesn't matter. I was gonna say if I kept bringing him like fuel and things, essentially bringing him snacks.
You're fine. And eventually the anti-magic field wears off after like 10 hours, effectively.
Almost like the effect is 10 times as strong.
And Fireball. Once the ship's magical systems come back online, the door automatically opens and you're let out.
Oh, I was gonna
Okay.
have TKO give him a jab.
I mean, TKO would be the subroutine in charge of that. So
Yeah, he's like as soon as
TKO
the
can
power
wait
comes
for-
back, he's just pew. Oh no, man! What happened this time? Looks around, sees the box. He's like, "Hey, they finally found something to put you in."
I'll jump out and I'll say, "Don't make me melt your circuitry."
Which one?
All of it.
I'm not even sure how I work.
I like the idea.
I'll find
Sonya's
a way.
walking into the room with the next snack she was bringing, sees him out arguing with Tiki and is like, nope, just gonna go the other way.
You might set fire to the ship.
Ben,
Yeah.
okay. When I'm back to full power, we're going back to that base.
Why? I don't think we should.
I want to talk to them.
And now, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you look like you want to kill them all.
You've got that kind of murdery eye twitch. Have you noticed that when you get murdery, your eye twitches a whole lot?
Also, the Black Crown is active.
Look, I just want to talk.
Like, we don't need to go back there. We
Yeah,
could leave it in our
we did.
past.
I have things I need to resolve. They
Not
put
many
me in
others.
the death chamber.
Not many other species communicate in forms of fireballs, mate.
And you're a mysterious floating voice.
You see, you see, like where he looked when he was a construct. You see the head as like an animatic on the screen, like Holly
Yeah.
from Red Dwarf.
I
So
mean,
you do see a face.
full.
Yes.
Sorry. TKO can possess the body of one of the like really disturbing androids for like, but they
Jeez.
only live like a minute before falling apart.
In
So you
his
can like
voice.
send one to interact with someone from like that. One will basically be there's a machine that just like prints them out effectively in her lab. One will just like fall from a vent somewhere in the ship, find someone and do a thing that you want them to do. You do have access to those if you want
Alright.
like a physical body at any point. They only live for a minute though.
Alright, I'll bear that in mind, but just for now, cheese, petrol. That's all we're getting.
And then it explodes.
Yes.
And then promptly a tiny little mouse droid comes along, scoops up the bits, and is like, "Hey, gotta recycle these back into the thing."
Anyway, we're going back there in 2 days.
Okay, how about Fireball? How about this? Colt, come here, quick! Emergency! You
Zaps in.
you were like, what's the emergency? And she just like takes the poster off you, and that was it. Like, look, Fireball, there's a big fighting tournament thing gonna happen. This would be a great way to let off some steam. Why don't we go do this, and then we'll see how you feel afterwards.
Or how about this? War crimes.
No. I'm not doing war crimes. That's bad. At this rate, I'm going to start thinking the Slaver Fireball is actually the good one. Come on.
Come on, Fireball. You get to throw some fire around, have a bit of fun.
Cuts to that Fireball, sneezes. Cuts
Look,
back.
look.
The Slaver Fireball sneezes and accidentally casts a fireball at a slave. Ignites the poor fucker.
No,
No.
he was bringing my tea.
Unlike me, that guy willingly has slaves. I just have slaves forced upon me.
Yeah, but you're also going to do saying you're going to do war crimes. Granted, you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, the point being, I haven't done anything.
So, yeah, great chance to go
I'm drawing the line at war crimes.
and let
Yeah,
off
how
some
does Senti
steam.
feel about this?
Hmm?
Hearing about fighting tournament. How does
Uh,
Senti feel about this?
Oh, she's very excited. Bursts
Sir
through a
Gallagher.
wall. Like, no!
Okay, roll me a strength check. Senti.
Do it.
That means I've got to open that sheet. Just straight strength.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
there any nonsense?
Oh, that was with advantage.
You fail to get through the wall, and you realize that the wall is magic.
Just
'Cause
leaves it.
Ben has upgraded the ship from last time, remember? To make it all reinforced with magic, so it's harder to punch through.
So we just hear a really loud bang as something hits the wall.
Nice
You
Looney Tunes
hear, like-
outline.
Yep. You just hear someone like a really loud bang from the other side of the wall. Ben's
That-
like, it was worth every penny to have every square inch of this ship enchanted.
So then
really
you can
was.
then just hear dink, dink. It's just like Coach is now hitting the wall.
Fun.
Okay, so
Court just like slightly antagonistic. The Ben is like, we'll figure out a way eventually.
whilst they're
We'll make that room big again.
It's not a challenge.
Why didn't you just make the room big?
Sonia just puts an arm around Ben and is like, now, wouldn't it be great if all these Marshall people got this out of the system?
True. Setting a course for this place immediately.
Once they're distracted by this, Fireball will go off to his room.
Sure. And you get back on the internet.
And and he will take out the stuff that he's got.
Oh. What you gonna do with the staff?
There's one thing that I've got to clarify with you first.
Mm-hmm.
You said that when you gave it to me, you said that there might be some kind of specific way or like specific thing that I would have to use this specific stuff for.
Yep.
Can you remind me of that?
Roll me a history check.
No, not in character.
Roll me
An IRL history check.
If
50.
you cannot remember. Fireball has this staff and thinks he remembers what it does. Doesn't know.
No, I know what it does.
Yeah, you know what it does. You just don't remember if there were any specifics about it.
No, but I was asking Joseph
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
could remind
Yeah.
Lawrence.
And Joseph is never nice to Lawrence.
And Joseph asked Fireball if he could remember and gave Fireball an out of roll a history check and I'll remind you if you succeed.
He spent all his goodwill on your birthday last week.
Yeah, all of the goodwill was spent on episode 69.
Fireball. Fireball.
Mm-hmm. What's Fireball doing? You have the staff.
Can't tell if he's muted somehow or not. Okay.
Fireball wishes.
Mm-hmm.
For many
that-
fishes.
Oh no, that's a massive retcon. Gotta pull the fish from the other game.
Come on, Lawrence. Literally in the sense, use your words.
What's the most chaotic thing that I can think of?
Oh no.
I mean, I know the most chaotic thing you can wish for, but you're gonna need a lot of other people to help. Magic is friendship.
Magic is friendship. You're not wrong. Magic can make you friends, like down.
Fireball wishes that but
Who is a happy dancing rock, whose dream as a rock it was to dance. And that's all he does now. Now that he has the capabilities.
And look, I'm proud he's following his dreams.
I will leave Down alone.
Although, oh god, I've just realized something.
Yeah. Don't worry about those details, Joseph. Don't worry about any of that stuff.
No, it's not wish related.
I know it's not. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's focus on Lawrence and the wish.
Yep. Oh, that's yeah. 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 What's your wish, Lawrence?
Fireball wishes that
you could put the staff down and have some practice attempts before making your full wish.
Yeah, I think you'll do that. You put the stuff down. Make a few attempts.
Okay.
Practice attempts.
Yeah.
He wishes that The evil version of him was here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He wishes.
One of the many voices in your head suggests that's not a great plan.
It's kind of vague.
No, they don't. Many voices in your head.
Be more specific. Be specific. Be specific.
We're all the voices in your head.
One second.
Okay, Fireball's pondering his way.
He's pondering the orb.
The more lines of text your wish has, the better.
Ideally, you have a lawyer write up a wish for you.
I mean, there's definitely got to be someone on this ship who's got the know-how. The amount
And
of
they present you with several
devils, demons, and
thousand-page
demons.
document. You have
Demons
no
aren't good
devils.
at it.
You have demons and some half demon, half devils.
Yeah, demons.
Yep.
Which
You
is
have no devils. So you have, not lawyers.
what are they
One
called?
of them might be a lawyer. You don't know.
Algoloth?
Yugoloths.
Is that it?
Yugoloths are the
Middle
Neutral
demon.
ones.
the neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones from the neutral plane. But these are specifically different
Yeah.
things from those.
I just could not remember. So
You got all kinds of Loth. Arcanoloth, Ultraloth.
Ultra Law. Always found that really funny.
Yeah. Megaloth. EX.
So let's have a nice look at the rest of the ship. Everyone's hanging out, trying to placate people punching walls, talking about how fun this fighting tournament. Elsewhere, fireball things are happening, but here there's a nice cheery atmosphere.
Yeah, and Ben will also remark that winning the tournament does net us an artifact.
Ooh.
The grand
I like
grand prize is the silver saber, which is an artifact.
I'll have to not let you down, and I'll have to really pull out all the stops.
That's true. We could either get it by legitimate means, or we could just murk the winner.
I'd rather give it by real means. For
True. I believe in you guys to earn it, but just in case, let's set up that giant gun.
Joseph.
Yeah.
You know how everyone was suggesting that I go see my mum about what's going on with stuff?
That's true. Everyone was suggesting that.
Fume's gonna ask Bethany if she's willing to come with her.
Bethany would be willing to go with you to see your
And
mum.
is just gonna sort of plane shift the way to go see that.
Sure. You can absolutely head off.
Joe,
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
what were the different levels of fire elemental that you mentioned to me?
There are a bunch. Fireball would know all of them. But the stronger one is the stronger ones are Elder and stuff. Or Primordial or Elder Primordial or
And then there's
But yeah, no-
Phoenix.
Yeah, and then big Primordial Super Phoenix.
Fireball's not there.
Fireball is not there. You're right.
So how's this place looking after the whole explosion stuff?
Weirdly enough, this place looks fine.
I mean,
Although, Fume, you can see directly outside the room,
Mm-hmm.
and there is just nothing for a long way.
I'm just gonna walk over to that.
In the distance, you would be able to make out that there is seemingly a crater, or the edge of a crater, but there's like no land around you, from what you can see outside the door. But
Cool.
this place seems intact.
I'm not going to question things. Questioning things is just going to hurt me.
Yeah, just close
Questioning.
the doors and shut out the problems.
Yeah, Fume's going to wander over to where her mother emerged from and be like, hey, I've got some questions, Mom. Mom.
Mom.
Mom.
Uh, uh, after about a minute, she will rise from the lava, it like dripping off of her.
I honestly didn't expect that to work.
She goes,
Fume
"What?
says out loud.
Well, what else do I have to do? It's another 1,000 years before the next plan goes off."
Hey, I'm just wondering, so like, when you got me to absorb both artifacts,
Mm-hmm.
and then try and kill you, and then I destabilized and exploded,
Yep.
I can't cast fire spells anymore. It just comes out as water. Is this a thing that you like? I like splash her with water that's meant to be a firebolt. Like, see?
Uh, you might have. It appears you might have burnt out your connection to fire itself.
Yeah, but
Uh, yeah,
would
I thought my experiment might do something like that.
so second question: how do I fix it?
Uh, like reattuning to some sort of fundamental fiery thing. It has to be something truly connected to the plane of fire. And hey, maybe if you get strong enough, you might become a success one day.
Thanks, you make me feel very very appreciated. But any
Uh,
chance you can give me a list of the sort of objects I might be looking for? You know.
I don't know any fire elementals that will be alive today. The last one I sort of knew was your dad.
Also, so a fire elemental would work.
Yeah, like a really powerful one. Like,
Okay.
like
Okay.
probably one on your dad's level might work.
Sure,
Well, how he
sure.
was when, he was at the peak of his power.
Well, like
When
I absorbed him, but that's not helped.
Oh yeah, he 100% fizzled when I removed my stabilization from you. He's nothing but an ember at this point.
Well, he's talking to me in the back of my head.
Uh, he's just telling you like through this whole conversation, leave. She's no help to you. Uh,
See, I
which
always
is
thought he was the abusive one, but it turns out it was you, and it's really weirding me out.
but yeah, she's like, yeah, I could see him floating about you. Ugh, such a disappointment.
Huh. Okay. Great chat.
If you run into any, notify me if you find anything that can destroy like 2 suns or more.
I mean, we do have a cannon on the ship that channeled my power into cracking this entirety of space.
Oh yeah, but like your power didn't really hurt me when you were even stronger than when you were
Yeah,
unstable.
yeah, but I assume the cannon sort of magnifies what happened. I don't know. You may want to
Yeah,
find one of those and like channel your next experiment through that.
it's a reasonable idea. I've already tried stabbing myself with unreality, but
Have you tried a different element?
I've tried all the elements up to a certain level. Like planetary annihilation is sort of where I get up to,
Sure.
but like fire's the first one I've pushed like way beyond that.
So
But
hey, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but we're after these artifacts that allow you to change the alter reality.
ooh, you've
So
piqued
like
my interest.
so like if we got all these artifacts and we were able to alter reality to be how we fitted, if I made it so that you could die, would that be a positive for you?
It would.
Would that make me a success?
It would.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
She's going to approach you, and raises a hand and extends a finger out to touch you on the forehead.
I'm like, I know I've like they actually filmed and remember this before, but also is like kind of too familiarly trusting. It got into all the problems so far.
Is this
Bethany
your
will
equivalent of a
yank
hug?
you back,
Oh,
and the finger will miss you. She's like, I don't trust you. I don't feel you've earned Fume's trust.
oh, you care. Thanks.
And she'll go, very well. And then she'll slink back into the magma.
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, oh, thanks for that. I find it really hard to say no to my parents. It's like the thing for being a slave for all these years.
It's all right. I've got you back.
Your dad's a way better parent anyway. I know he's
True.
a bit absent most of the time, but that's not really his fault, is it?
Yeah, some adventurers a couple thousand years ago like sealed him in another dimension, never to escape. Along with like a
Adventure.
bunch of other like it was like this big war on, a bunch of things were fighting, and these adventurers like found a way to seal things in their own dimension. It was so annoying. Sealed my
Adventures are just the
dad.
worst, aren't they?
They are. They really are. They sealed like
Just
so many.
meddling all the time.
Yeah.
I remember when like my third master got murdered by adventurers. Thought that one was going to be the one that did it.
Adventurers always get in the way.
Okay, let's head back to the ship home.
Sure.
I have to find a proper home at some point.
True.
Joseph, I've sent you a message.
I used to have a home.
Yeah, then the
Sad.
eggs ate it.
True.
God, I'm so glad that
Okay.
I was the one that suggested to go and see Mommy, and that Fume immediately did the one thing I said not
Which was?
to not tell her about the artifacts or the universe ending shit.
I did say, he was like, I'm not sure if I'm meant to say this. I don't think I'm meant to say this. I want to be a success in her eyes. I'm sorry.
It's so funny because it was Sonia who suggested you go there, but said, but make sure there's one thing you don't talk about. I just find that so funny.
Fume just wants to be a success in one of her parents' eyes, and it's tearing her apart that both of them hate her.
I mean, the dad's coming around, I think.
He's coming around because if he doesn't, he doesn't have anyone to latch on to.
That's true.
If the father had any choice, Fume would be dead.
The little goblin's gonna come. Just while this happening, the little goblin's gonna come over to Sonia and is just like, "So, am I free to go now? Or am I still your prisoner? Or can I just sort of hang around?"
What do you want to
This
do?
is a fancy ship. I guess just hang around. This is a nice ship. There's like food and stuff. There's free alcohol in that cabinet.
Don't say don't say that around him. It's not meant to be free. I just keep unlocking it.
Ben's like, oh, it's fine. You can take from that cabinet as much as you want. Insight that, Sonia.
Ooh.
He's replaced it with just the cheapest shit.
Let's just turn that guidance back on.
Yep, turn the guidance on.
Insight. 28.
You believe about 4 days after Ben noticed you were just taking everything in the cabinet. He like you believe he's created like another cabinet somewhere else in the ship and has just been hiding the really good stuff in there. That's why you haven't been turning into a fish or anything recently.
Sure. And Sonia will pretend that she doesn't know that. Let him enjoy thinking he's won one over.
Okay.
And then we
Uh,
pop back into existence.
Yeah, you do pop back into existence, and Ben will turn around to you and go, "So how did the conference go with dear mother?"
Okay, so I need to commune with some sort of powerful, pure fire thing to rejig my connection to fire.
You could-
Fireball will wish.
You could eat the other fireball.
Hey,
Okay, I will point this out. Fireball, roll me an Arcana check before you do anything.
Okay.
Yes, I interrupted because I want to
See
make
if
sure
this-
I said that before he did any wishes.
Okay, you are aware you're really close to all the artifacts on the ship.
You will possibly explode if you cast a spell on the ship.
And you are about to cast Wish really close to the catalyst.
Okay.
So, with that, you do remember that before going ahead with whatever you say.
Okay.
So,
I'll go and talk to Ben first.
yeah, sure. You go talk to Down. He does a happy rock dance.
Ben,
Yep.
are we near any planetoids with a breathable atmosphere that I can be far enough away from this place to cast a spell without the catalyst doing anything?
Yeah, hang on. There's an asteroid we can drop you off on that has an atmosphere. Should last long enough to cast a spell.
Cool. Please
Cool.
put me on that.
He'll like land, put you on the asteroid,
Just
fly off.
just before Fireball does that, can I, like, while we're in the moment of him doing that, can I ask him
Yeah.
a question?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Hey.
you're not enslaved by anyone. You can do whatever you want, Fume.
Hey, Fireball.
Yeah.
Leopold. I need to commune with a powerful fire spirit linked to the fire element. I'm planning to try and get my magic back. Can I try it with you while we're on the journey to this place?
What
We
do
are
you
like
need?
we are like best friends. You are like my replacement dad for my deadbeat dad that's now talking in my head.
Yeah, that's my bad. But I kind of had to steal you away because otherwise your mum would have done things. And I'm very sorry for locking you in a box for a long time. But your mum
Yeah,
was
so
threatening
Fireball,
to blow the universe up.
my adoptive slaver dad.
No.
Oh god, so
Yeah.
much wrong.
I like the response to him making all those excuses is like, yeah, but so what's your excuse for all the other slavery?
Well,
You did threaten to drop me in a river.
I mean, have you seen my relationship with my dad? I absorbed him.
Exactly.
But I just want to see if I can commune with you to reignite my connection, to turn everything back into normal, so I can heal you rather than casting Fireball and killing you with water.
Okay. I just got to try something first.
Oh, but we've got to get to the planetoid that he could drop you off on. Like, we could do this on the way, right?
Yes.
Looks
that's
at you
fine.
like big puppy dog eyes.
sure.
Yes.
Uh,
Let's go try this then.
Just on your way to make your wish, and then I'll let you get on with your wish, and I'll leave to get out your hair. Flames, get out your flames.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes, let's do that then.
So how do you go about trying to attune with Fireball?
I'm just
Fireball
gonna
and
sit
Fireball.
there and try and hug Fireball, and just
Okay.
hold on and think about how cool fire is,
Okay.
and just try and like think about being one with the fire again.
Okie dokie. Fireball.
Would we have had a long rest by this point?
Probably not.
No.
Okay.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Roll me a fireball attack, and then roll the damage immediately.
At what level?
Just like third. Uh, Fume, you get
Uh-huh.
burned quite
Uh-huh.
badly.
Uh-huh.
And you do feel like something flaring up inside you, but it kind of dies down. Like you feel a couple sparks, but then it kind of dies down and doesn't quite reach the level that you want.
Do I feel like fireball's not powerful enough, or do I feel like
Y-
I'm doing something wrong?
You feel like Fireball needs to be a stronger elemental. Like he's very knowledgeable about fire and he knows a lot and he's a powerful adventurer and stuff, but he's not the strongest raw elemental out there.
Okay, so I need to find myself a stronger elemental than fireball.
Or like or find a bunch of weak ones and feed them to Fireball.
Huh. Good idea. Okay.
But
Next
you do get
next up
pretty
is elemental
valuable.
hunting.
But you survive. Okay, Fireball, Fume, like you feel a bit of your warmth pass into Fume.
Yeah.
But like not quite enough.
Okay.
And then the sort of embrace ends,
Okay.
and Fume is a bit on fire.
You might want to get that put out at the moment, but we can try this again later.
I use my water abilities to like spray myself with water to hose off the burnt any of the areas that are actually still on fire.
Yeah, you're quite toasty now.
I like to think that Fume's like super conflicted of like, I'm in so much pain from this fire, but I really don't want to put it out because I'm on fire. But no, it burns a lot.
Also, I'm going to use the hated enemy water.
Uh,
See,
so
this is the first time in our life that Fume can bathe.
true.
Because before that, anything just burned off over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fireball, you're gonna you let off on this little asteroid.
You're on a
Okay.
nice big
What do?
rock.
Fireball on this planetoid. Fireball will wish to become
Mm-hmm.
an elder primal fire elemental
Okay. What do you say?
specifically.
Yep, specifically what is the exact words do you say when you make this wish?
Okay. Um. I Leopold the Third. No, sorry, out of character. Does Ben's ship have a name?
It does. You've never really you don't really know what it is, but it has a name.
Okay.
I think he told it to like the first crew of adventurers he was with.
Yeah.
But like since then no one else has asked.
Okay. I, Leopold the Third, crew member of the Astral Sea ship that belongs to Ben Oren wish to become an elder primordial fire elemental by means of absorbing lesser fire elementals that intend to do harm.
Is that your full wish?
Do you put a full
Full stop.
stop there?
Full stop.
Okay. So, you make that wish, and I'm gonna have to think about this for a second.
Oh my god,
Because-
he's doing an Andrew!
I do actually have to think about this wish for a moment. And what will occur. So I don't know. People can just talk amongst themselves while I have a bit of a think.
I think I was specific enough in the right areas to be specific about.
Joseph, if it
I
helps,
think.
I would say that a lot of the stuff that he said wouldn't immediately happen, so that could have him return
Yeah.
back to the ship, so everyone can at least be able to talk and stuff while you think.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it probably would take a little while. Sure. Fireball, you can you've made the wish. Things will occur.
Nothing
You
has
gonna
immediately
okay?
happened.
Yeah.
I'll send up a firebolt to signal that I wish to return to the ship.
Sure. They'll swing back around and pick you up.
Everyone watching through the window. Now, does anyone else find it really suspicious that he went and just sat on that rock and then wanted to come back? He didn't really seem to do anything. And that's more worrying than I'm worried when I don't know what he's done.
Is Sonia actually saying that?
Yes.
Cole's just like, well, we've never seen him do the sort of like mega spells that you do before, so what can he do?
I don't know. I tend to not ask for some reason.
Maybe he just needed a moment alone. I mean, he's had a hard day.
That's
Trying to give him the
true.
benefit of the doubt. Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like, he could have just needed a moment to himself. Sure, you know what,
Himself
Cole?
to just go, yeah, this is my life now.
I'm going to take a note out of your book, Cole, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he just needed a moment for himself. So we should be very supportive.
He has made up a bit for all the times he's been saved today by saving a lot of lives by making oxygen. So yeah, maybe that was really hard on him.
Okay. I think I know what happens.
So that conversation's happening. The ship's pulling towards Fireball.
Does he explode in a ball of fire and everybody dies?
What does God have to say?
Fireball. Fireball.
Yeah.
A bunch of really tiny fire elementals start like popping around into like they start just appearing around you.
Yeah.
Uh
Try absorbing them.
Cool. You can okay. You start like trying to gobble them up. Give me a strength check to try and overpower them.
11.
Very
They
strong.
sort of just like run away from you.
Can I face after them?
Yeah. It's a bunch of like fire rats being chased by a fire dog, is what you can all see effectively.
Benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt. This isn't his fault.
Okay.
This is a natural occurrence.
I mean, we
Okay,
can't hear anything. What's going on down there?
fireball.
Chasing a
Yeah.
bunch of sparks.
You're running out of oxygen because now there are a ton of fire elementals on this asteroid.
Okay.
What do?
Would I be able to use my remaining spell slots to blast each and every one of them with the? I've essentially got 8 spell slots left. 4 third level, 3 fourth level, and 1 fifth level to blast the little rats and absorb them with my like radiant sunbeam blast.
You could give them a blast. The problem is they're quite weak, and you need them to be alive to absorb them.
Okay.
Because if you
Can
kill
I-
them, they lose their energy.
Okay.
You
Can
could
I?
try that, and they might survive, but they seem pretty weak to you.
Okay. Can
Also, just tons of them are like pouring out of the asteroid.
Okay.
We
That-
haven't landed, right? We're still in space. We're still like
Yeah,
above.
you
Yeah?
guys are still a little way off, and you're just
Getting
watching
worried.
effectively an asteroid get covered in fire.
Burst
Uh,
into flames.
Benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt.
I'm
can,
starting the benefit of the doubt's starting to slip a little bit.
can I summon Cyber Dragon Infinity using all of my spell slots that I've got left?
You can. It appears is like it's where are we?
Okay. Does he have an air bubble?
He projects through you, so he does technically have an air bubble, but this whole asteroid's air bubble and thus his air bubble is all going to be used within the next few seconds.
Okay. I'll say, can you help me restrain so I can absorb all of these fire elementals, please, within the next few seconds? Or teleport all of us, me and the fire elementals and stuff, to your realm quickly.
I could scoop a bunch of you up.
Can I try and absorb as many of them as possible?
Give me another strength check. And Cyber Dragon Infinity, you just see starts trying to shove a punch in its mouth.
I got a nat 20 for 17.
Okay, you like absorb one of them as you finally catch one, and Cyber Dragon Infinity is then going to effectively choose to go back to their own dimension instantly, and then summon you instantly.
Okay.
As you all see, you actually believe that Fireball may have died. Like what you guys all see is all the fire suddenly gets snuffed out, and Cyber Dragon Infinity is no longer there.
looking out of a window. It's like, did he try to use his plane shift ability in it? What?
The astro. You also see like a couple of tiny fire mice still being created, but then they immediately die because there's no oxygen left. And Cyber Dragon Infinity will like attempt to vomit up a bunch of tiny fire mice.
They try and absorb all of them.
He'll give it his best shot. Let's see how well he does at this. Because didn't have a lot of time, and it's really hard to like put something in your mouth that's alive, that's like wriggling around a ton, and try and stuff like 50 of them in there without killing them.
Yeah.
I'll roll a bite attack, and as many as he doesn't kill, actually first I'll roll a d20. He manages to scoop up 9 of them. Okay, so it's
This isn't going to help at all.
oh, because I'll say he does it at like half power because he's trying to like hold back. Okay, he vomits up like 3 of them. That he accidentally killed like 6 of them when he just like scooped as many as he could up.
Okay, can I absorb those 3, please?
Yeah, he'll like force those ones into you because he's your homie. You do feel like you're a bit stronger.
Okay.
And then he says, "Okay, so like I can't keep you here forever, and you're gonna reappear exactly where you disappeared.
Okay.
So like, do you have a way of telling your friends to go be exactly where you disappeared?"
I mean, I did shoot a fireballs off into space to let them know to come and pick me up.
Let's hope that signal's good enough. All right, so what does the ship do?
I mean, like the chaotic thing response is, "Oh well, he's dead. Let's leave." But the good people would probably be like, "We should probably like go closer and check just to make sure."
Yeah.
Yes.
What did we just see happen?
I don't
Okay,
know.
from everyone
looks
else's
like-
perspective, you saw Fireball go down there. You all backed off for a bit. Fireball shot up a little flare to signal he wanted to pick back up. Then the entire asteroid burst into flames. And then Cyber Dragon Infinity appeared for like a split second, scooped up a bunch of the fire, then scooped up a little bit more of the fire, and then all of a sudden, like all the fire on the asteroid disappeared.
No, there goes my easiest route to gaining my fire back.
Well, I just wasted a wish.
I didn't even hear what you wished for. My thing went off a bit.
He wished for a bunch of hostile weak fire
No,
elementals.
no. I wish to become
Yeah, you wished to become a
Elder
an
Primordial Fire Elemental
elder primordial fire elemental by absorbing a bunch of really weak hostile fire elementals.
Now
So what the wish did was it gave you a bunch of weak hostile fire elementals for you to absorb, but you were in a place that meant that like once the atmosphere ran out, they would all die.
Also, you sadly made quite a like greedy, selfish wish.
But yes,
Also, making you that powerful is beyond the scope of what a wish could do.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
you
was
did
just
get to
saying
eat
I
4
did kind
fire
of
mice, and you feel a bit stronger.
no, but like I was just saying I did waste that wish essentially.
A little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
If you added in a few extra clauses, you probably could have made it work.
Or at least
Like
work better.
adding in a clause of, "I wish to have the ability to do this."
And the people on the ship will see a ton of tiny mice fire elementals effectively spawning from nowhere and then immediately dying. After about 30 minutes, that stops happening.
I mean, I guess we'd get close enough so that, like, if he did reappear, the oxygen bubble would be probably close enough that he wouldn't immediately
Sure.
die.
If we get the
Correct.
oxygen bubble close enough, then the little
The
fire mice
rats,
that appear
yeah.
won't all die.
That's the
One or two
problem.
of the
The problem is, you just said half an hour. If he doesn't come back after, after a couple of minutes, we're probably going to presume he's dead and leave.
And even if we didn't presume he was dead, it's whether we are in the right position on an entire asteroid for when he spawns in.
Do we have containers in which I could start capturing fire elemental mice?
You got your ring.
I mean, the stuff
your
that
dad says I know a few ways of imprisoning some creatures for a prolonged period of time.
We can make extra. There's a bunch of it that can make extra dimensional spaces. I don't know how many iron flasks Ben
I
Owen
more
has.
need like some sort of like non-meltable like pot.
Your dad will offer you a sealing technique he knows.
Hey, if you can't give me back fire magic, then what use are you to me?
Well, this'll get you your magic back, right?
He can feel me staring at him sternly. And then I go to collect a non-meltable pot and just start like scooping fire elementals into it and then like lidding it.
Roll me a acrobatics or athletics to try and like scoop fire elemental rats up as they're just scurrying about, and then like occasionally running out of the bubble and dying.
just leaning out of the airlock, holding on, just trying to scoop some rats as far.
22.
Cool. You scoop a rat up. Do you go for the next jar to get another rat?
Obviously. Well, I'm trying to scoop as many of them as possible into the one jar.
All right, you get a try. Okay.
I want something that's easy for me to like dip fireball in to like let him absorb them.
Give me another roll.
I was hoping one roll would get me a couple.
You go in for another one. The first one that's in the jar tries to jump out, but you stop it. You're gonna go in for another rat.
I'm just
Cool.
however many half an hours that gets me.
You over the course of a fair while you get minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get 10 fire rats over the course of the time.
So I'll add that to my inventory. 10 fire rats.
And now I will roll a D100 for Fireball's safety. Fireball happens to land in your oxygen bubble when he reappears.
Well, he's not dead.
Fireball.
Can I start trying to swim towards the ship?
You're standing on an asteroid. You can
Oh.
start swimming on the ground if you want, but it'll take much longer than walking.
No, can I just try and walk towards the ship?
You may want to
Sure.
go for a more jumping motion.
Fireball starts like making his way towards you guys. His fire looks slightly more intense than it did before. Very slightly. He's maybe like 0.4 of a degree hotter.
I'm like, hey, Fireball, come here a second.
Yeah.
Jump in this bucket.
It looks tasty.
I like show
Full
him
of
the
fire
bucket full of fire
rats.
mice.
Tiny fire rats squeak. No.
We trusted
all
you,
in
random
fun.
person who stole us.
I'll eat the fire mice.
Num 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 num.
No, this is where Fume goes fireball and just blasts him with water until he's dead.
Fireball, you are a bit hotter than you were before.
And I absorb Fireball.
Do you want to try?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Um,
technically, if she absorbed fireball and she became some sort of elder thing, then that means that technically fireball is part of that, so he became it, so his wish came true.
I presume like Fume's dad was a lot stronger than Fireball is.
yeah, Fume's dad was a lot more. He wasn't necessarily more powerful. He was just more fire elemental than you were.
My thought is that I don't think I'm actually able to do this thing that I was doing before because I don't have the connection to fire anymore. But I'm just like, oh, it's right there. Just there's like a
I
fire
mean-
elemental right in my grasp.
You try and do the like thing that you're really used to absorbing fire elementals, and you kind of just poke Fireball a bit. Or, like,
I pretend I was just poking Fireball because I'm like, oh, you're getting so big with your absorbing rats.
and you take like a point of fire damage.
And I then put the bucket down in an attempt to like pretend that I didn't try and absorb Fireball.
Roll a performance check or deception. whichever
Deception,
you
right?
prefer. Yeah, deception or performance. I'll take either. And Fireball can insight that if you want.
Fuck.
Non-suspicious
that,
whistling. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yes! Get fucked, Fireball!
Seems believable. You think you're a bit annoyed because Fume poked you, but nothing to
You did get
see
some
there.
rats.
Yeah, you did get some rats. You feel more powerful.
Go and sit in this room.
Fireball.
You maybe want to tell us what happened?
You
Just
can
as he's walking
add-
away.
You can add one fire-based spell to your list for absorbing 14 rats. You can have a new fiery spell.
Does Fireball say anything, or does he just walk off?
He just walks off.
Oh.
Through gritted teeth. Benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt.
I'm sure he wasn't doing anything nefarious.
He will then just go and sleep for 2 days
Okay.
to get rid of the 2 levels of exhaustion that he's got.
So I guess we travel, and then whatever time is
Yeah.
left, everyone spends training.
True. You guys have I mean, the tournament starts in about 3 weeks. You have that long to train.
So we have a little time. I was going to do one thing, but everybody was doing like fire element related stuff, and I didn't want to step on anyone's toes. Was to use the divination sphere. And he's is like just waggling his finger at, and he's like, "No, the last time I used you, you made me go mad. Don't do
So-
that again. But if you do, I can reverse time, so it's fine."
But if you go mad,
Touch.
you won't be able.
Hopefully I can hold on to my faculties.
So
enough.
what are you looking for, Cole?
The illusion lady who left. I assume because she's been on our ship for quite some time. I assume we would have got a name.
You know her appearance, which is enough to
Fair.
search for her. You find where she is. You can roll me a history check for her name if you want to know it, particularly.
I mean, I'll try. I'll roll
If you want to know if you want to know it.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to want to know it.
20.
Now I have to find her sheet.
Damn, I hope you rolled low.
I did start looking for her sheet, but somewhere.
While you're looking for that, cool.
Well, it doesn't matter that much. You can just say that Colt remembers our name, so that appearance plus name that'll help narrow her down.
All right. Her name is Inuk, and her last name is
To the moon.
no, it's Latesia, which is the exact same last name as the illusion wizard that was dead in Venoran's office.
Coincidence.
True.
Also,
think-
I mean,
never got the name of that guy.
I wasn't around when he mentioned to the party when Croc was there that he did have a sister, I think. So, nothing to worry about.
But you do see the divination sphere will show you. She is in
What was the
a
door?
dark, like you see a dark room. It's like an apartment. She's currently sleeping, and you can see like in the same room. You'll see like a little pod or something is in the room with her. You'd guess it probably contains her brother's corpse.
Looks innocent enough.
Mm.
At least that didn't. At least my mind didn't explode.
All right.
I might
cool.
check back one or two
So
more times over the
make a
coming
con-
days.
Okay, so as it's coming to an end, make a con save.
God damn it! I'm gonna die now.
It won't kill you because you're not using it unintendedly.
17.
Cool. So like you like peel your hand off it, and you are looking at yourself from inside the ball.
Oh no!
Because one of your eyes is in there, and the other eye is
Oh,
still in your
I
head.
thought that was a strength save thing.
Eh.
Magicy,
was a
wagicky.
Screw it. 10k. Get me eye back.
Do you erase time? Okay, the time where you touch the sphere is erased, but you still remember those events.
Says, "There's the eye back."
Yeah, your eye was
Waggles finger furiously at the ball. What did I tell you?
So
At least I didn't go mad this time.
I imagine
Ben, next
we-
time remind me. Next time, Ben, remind me to use that head thing.
I take it didn't go well because you were
Yeah.
just about to use it and then you suddenly changed your mind. That makes me think that you undid something.
Ben's like, yeah, you need the little headpiece to hold your eye in place.
Well, every other time I've used that, I've always been strong enough to manage it. I guess I just didn't manage it this time. Snaps finger at Sonia. Yes, because it took my eye, but also the information I gleaned is inconclusive at the moment. I'm going to check back a couple more times. Hence why I said, Ben, I'm going to need the head brace thing.
Yeah,
just to.
Ben.
I mean, if
will
she just
say-
wants to like put him to rest and
You-
give
you
him
do-
for a
you do
burial,
see a
I'm
bunch-
100% down for that.
You do see a bunch of dragon eyes in there, and Ben's like, yeah. I know, but using that thing will do. That's why my
Yeah.
desk has a supply of robotic eye. Like he just like presses a spot on the desk and a robotic eye pops out.
I mean,
Ah,
I get the whole. I
I
get
have
the
I
whole.
have like 20 of these preloaded, and then he just slots it back in.
I get the whole. There's like usually a price to pay for this stuff, but the last time I used it, it made me go slightly mad.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I really wasn't down with.
yeah. That's yeah. You can't if you use it like for a way that it's not intended to be used. It might do bad things to you. I know. I tried looking like into the past and the future with it, and it made me go a little crazy.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah, turns out you can't, you shouldn't really use it to try and glimpse into the future or the past.
Now, the
And
fact that
probably
we both went and did the same thing, what does that say about us?
we're
Does
just.
that mean that you're really dumb or I'm really smart?
I think it means we're both really inquisitive.
I like that better. I like you
Oh,
better. Let's go with that.
And that's a very good way of him not saying dumb.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyway, Sentry training begins now. Baylor,
all right.
Galahad.
First one to smash the wall wins.
Yeah.
Cool. You will notice that for the next several weeks while we're traveling, while you're doing all your training, the Sunyas and the Discovery will be just watching you taking notes.
Hmm.
They're just like, oh, we're
Uh,
interested in like key and things and how it works. Just
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think Sonia would be intrigued by the whole meditation aspect of it as well, because it's not just training the body; it's training the body to the point of limitation, and then training the mind and the body
okay.
as
Um,
well.
so, how long are we traveling for before
Uh,
we get to the
you're
tournament?
you're traveling for like 2 weeks, and you're at the tournament a week before it starts.
Okay, so at the end of the first week, I would get my temporary ninth level spell slot back, right?
You do, yes.
Okay. And by this point, I'll have lost both.
Yeah, you will have had enough rest time to get rid of your exhaustion.
At some point, I would approach Ben
Uh-huh.
and say to him, "Do you want me? Do you want to come with me to kill the evil version of me?"
I don't know where he is.
Could you find out?
I mean, looks over at the orb. Maybe?
You're
You
free
know,
to use it.
I'll go over to the orb and use the orb to find the evil version of myself.
Cool. You do see him. He's currently like walking in a field with a bunch of like fire elementals and like servants and stuff. And if we
Okay.
see
Okay. Am I able to discern where this is?
uh roll me a roll me a history check. Or yeah, just roll me a history check.
Oh, well.
You think it might be the material plane, or maybe it's the Outlands.
Okay.
There's a lot of places with grassy plains. You're not super sure.
You're like 99% positive it's definitely not the plane of fire, though.
True. Make me a con save.
13.
Fireball, you're staring at yourself through the orb as you've lost one of your fiery eyes. You're gonna take some damage.
Aye, aye, aye.
I've got no way of getting that back. How much damage do I take?
You take 21 damage.
Can I firebolt myself back to full health?
You can, but your eye is still in there, and you are still missing an eye.
Now, if
Ben does offer you a replacement eye.
if you'd like maybe thought of maybe talking to friends, maybe Colt could have been there to undo that.
No. Fireball get any spaceship? His
Do you
little
take
fighter?
do you take the spare eye that's offered to you by Ben?
Yeah.
Cool. He shoves a robot eye in your face.
Just kind of floats there.
Actually, no. Are we like landed?
No, you're in flight by the end of the first week.
Okay. Fireball sort of like go to a room and call into one of the vents, calling
he-
for a mate.
He will say that you might want to take Fume like elemental hunting. You both seem pretty keen on that. Like go to the plane of fire, hunt some elementals for a week.
Let's go elemental hunting. Get Fireball nice and strong so Fireball can heal me.
There's only one fire elemental I really want to kill.
Yeah, but killing a lot of other smaller fire elementals will make you more powerful than the one that you need to kill. And then we can feed you that one, and you can become whole again.
Uh,
Also, Sonia, are you going to talk to your demons about the people they've taken?
What?
Or are you
You
just gonna
expect
let
me
them do that?
to confront my demons? That's not something Sonia does.
Literally.
Very well.
Literally
So
or
then
figuratively.
At the end of week 1, then, Sonia, while you're taking notes, you're just getting piles of soul coins thrown at you.
Fireball will say to Fume, "Do you want to go to the fire plane to kill weak elemental?"
Yeah, I need to find a big strong an elemental strong enough to help me because you weren't strong enough because you're too weak. Or you could eat a bunch of elementals to get strong enough. That's another option. No?
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is Fume willing?
For what?
Fireball's going to cast plane shift.
Sure.
He was thinking of the city of Brass at the time.
Cool.
What city?
Does that still exist? Because I thought I created that.
Where do you think of in the city of Brass? Do you think of like the streets or where you park the ship or
That
the
lovely
place-
fire
I was at
fountain.
last-
or the place where you saw Fume's mum?
The place that I was at last, which was in the throne room, where Fume's mum was.
Okay, you appear in the throne room. Okay, you're in the throne room.
Okay, there's fire elementals. Yes, somewhere. Not specifically, yeah, maybe, but in this area, probably.
Do you walk out to the door?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing
Oh,
outside of here, by the way.
Yeah, you see that like this whole play, like this room and a large column that you would guess contains a lot of magma as depicted there, is like the only thing standing, and all around it is just a massive crater. Like it's just crater. There is a hole in the plane of fire. But this place has survived.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you about this.
It's good that you didn't teleport to the city of Rasa. You would have just like fallen.
I mean, this was in the city of Brass.
This is
It
true.
was, yes.
The only place left standing.
Fireball, take a like. You'll just sort of like sit there for an hour, sort of like taking a short rest, using arcane recovery to recover the spell slot you use.
Mm-hmm.
You could use your summon to get across the gap. Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball, you've spent the first hour. You have another week left. What do you do?
We cross into the actual fire plane and start hunting fire elementals.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll summon fire, Cyber Dragon Infinity to fly us across.
Yeah, it'll give you both a ride.
How many spell slots does it cost us to?
Like 1/3 level, if you want it to just last long enough to get to the other side.
Okay.
Cool. So Fume and Fireball are going to spend the week hunting fire elementals. I mean, you guys could train all the way up to the tournament if you wanted. You could spend 2 weeks doing it.
Would I know of any particularly powerful fire elementals?
Like you know a bunch from your dimension. Maybe they'll be around in this one.
Right. Could I
My plan is
suggest
to anytime fireball points me at someone, I'm just going to spray them with water until fireball or weak enough for fireball to consume them.
Fair enough.
I will just list a bunch of people that I think are like fire elementals that I think are strong, or at least stronger than Fireball. That few might
mean-
be able to like.
Also, Fume being very not like resistant to fire anymore does kind of limit where you can hunt, but there's still a good chunk of area you can hunt. Just for random fire elementals. To cram into Fireball's mouth.
Whilst we're doing this, can Fireball do some research on where like certain powerful fire elementals on the plane of fire are that he knew from his dimension?
Yeah, you can just spend like the week researching.
I
and
will
gaining
remind Fireball that he should be looking for the ones that were evil in his dimension.
But they would be good in this one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hurt any of the
I would look for the ones
axolotls.
that are good in mine.
You wanna find ones that would be willing to help someone. So like, who would you go to for help in your dimension, and then not that person, like the opposite of that person,
Right.
because that person will just try and kill us.
I mean, I was just thinking of people that I would want to kill for being good in my dimension. Like, because they would be evil in this one. Anyway, we'll just spend the week killing weak fire elementals.
Sure. You're gonna spend the week doing that. The people on the ship are gonna spend time training. Is anyone doing anything else that's specific over the course of the week?
I mean, like I said, Colt would check the divination sphere 2 more times or however many until he gets like an idea of uh the wizard's motive.
Give me 2 more con saves.
I'll ask Ben for the head brace.
Yeah,
Does that
he'll
make
give.
an advantage?
It does.
Okay.
Fireball would look for someone that knew greater restoration. Or,
Sure.
sorry, regenerate.
Yeah. First time is fine, and second time is also fine.
Yeah.
You look. It looks over the course of the times where you're checking in on her.
Which would be like once every couple of days or so.
Yeah, you see, like, she's just one time you check in on her, she's just kind of like walking around. She's like in a shop buying some stuff. Like a bunch of like food, chemicals, a lot of like weird things. The next time you see her, she's like eating breakfast, and you notice that uh she's like, it looks like she's treating the capsule, or like she's putting stuff into the capsule that you would guess her brother's in.
Like what kind? Like
Uh,
what flowers or something, or like the food or something
ver
else?
various chemicals. She's casting spells, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Does Kono and Colt's head say what he sees?
He does not see the artifact. He does not see the things in the artifact. No, he would need to like touch the. He would need a body and to touch the thing to see the thing.
Fair. I was just wondering if he saw through Colt's eyes.
He
Yeah.
can normally. He can't now, because it's more your consciousness in a weird way.
Fair enough. Yeah. Again, seems innocent enough. At least to me. Just like comes away from it.
Sure.
Doesn't seem like she's handing it off to any nefarious people or anything like that.
I mean, if they just want to go
Do
live their
you?
lives, great.
I mean, I'm just curious as to why she didn't just talk to us about it. That's all. Why attack us?
True. I mean,
Where's the motive?
I would say
That's the
that
only
she,
reason I'm checking.
like, if she didn't understand the situation, but I think we talked about what was going on quite a lot openly. So she definitely heard everything that went on. Eh,
This is
guess,
true.
guess we can just check in
I
every
mean, I
now
thought
and
you were
then.
yeah, how much keep checking? I thought she was trustworthy just because she was like teamed up with Alan.
She did seem pretty powerful.
If he's at this tournament, then I guess I can ask him.
Uh,
Maybe
yeah,
he'll know.
you know he is at the tournament. He is one of the headlining fighters of the tournament. Him and Fate Spain are the like the big celebrity fighters.
I'm a deck Alan in the schnoz.
But actually, you guys are also featured at the bottom of the poster because you're also really noteworthy celebrity fighters.
Not exactly A-list, but still.
I mean, the people know you saved the universe, but people know that they also saved the universe. So they assume you're good, just no one's seen you in action really.
Yeah.
But they know you've been on missions with them, so like you're kind of all dark horses.
Yeah.
You might be like unstoppable. You might be stronger than the headliners. No one knows.
Yeah, no one knows. And Colt is like, I'm a deck that Alan in the schnoz. I'll catch up to him, I swear. He's tempted to ask Raw about what Alan talked about with the whole boons and stuff because in like downtime, because obviously it's not just going to be training constantly. A big part of training is also the rest part as well.
Yeah.
At which point he would take the opportunity to read his book of boons,
Yeah.
and I take it that's just essentially what they are, how to get them, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a list of epic boons and how to acquire them. You can be granted. You think that Ra might be able to grant you them
Hmm.
if he wasn't sealed in his dimension. You think he could just grant you like all of them, but as he is right now, you think he'd need something else other than just like he needs something really solid to anchor himself here. He'd probably need like a large cult. He'd probably need like a large religious following to manifest here without your help.
Yeah. Maybe I could enter Raw in the competition, and then when everyone sees what he is, they'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Time to
You
start a
couldn't.
cult.
Y-
I mean church,
Cole's
church.
thinking of it
I
in-
mean church.
Cole's thinking of it, and then Cole's thinking of it in a nice way. He's like, "Hey, well, we'll get some followers, yay!"
Cult starts a cult.
Yeah, follow us.
It-
Just make him a YouTube channel.
It turns into a cult, and Colt is just in the background like, "No, stop sacrificing people to him."
SpaceTube at Ra.
No, no, I don't know how internet works.
But yeah,
He's
There
just
are-
thinking this though.
there
He's
are
like,
there
"Could
are
do
ways to
that."
there are ways to earn epic boons from gods. Usually, you have to do gods big favors, or
Yeah,
there are other ways to earn epic boons, like doing amazing feats.
punching Alan in the schnoz. That's an
Winning this
amazing feat.
winning this tournament could grant you an epic boon. Like in theory, it's a really like prestigious tournament. It would necessitate fighting some of the strongest people in the galaxy. Theoretically, winning this tournament might get you one of the more offensive epic boons, possibly to do with swordplay.
So if he got all of that from the book, on the one hand, he's like, "Wow, you sound like a really big deal." I mean, I'm always offering to Raw if he needs anything doing to just say. Like, I'm
Uh,
trying to include him as much as I can.
if you ask Rar about epic boons, he will tell you that he could grant you epic boons, but he think that when you got if you ever left his dimension, they would disappear from you.
So it's only while it's in his domain, unless I get them by like
Yeah,
a
the
more powerful gods means
the-
through
the
like this
problem
tournament or something.
the problem Ra has granting you them is his power, unless it's projected through you, always fades as soon as it leaves here.
Hmm.
Like he could give you an epic boon, but to maintain it, you might have to like pay with your life, and it might kill you in like 10 seconds trying to maintain it.
Nearly kills me summoning you anyway.
That's why he says, I know. Imagine if I like made you immortal. You might just go back and then die. Be very tragic. And then I'd be stuck here forever.
None of us want that.
Exactly. So
But I'm still not keen on the whole immortality idea.
I'm,
Is the Twitch still active?
give me a wisdom save. Let's see if you can finally shake this madness.
I mean,
Shake this insanity.
ask Raw to help. He did ask Raw to help him a little bit earlier, but he wasn't like asking for it regularly. Oh god damn it! It's a new day. It's-
Roll again roll with advantage because
I'm
Ra
also
will
going to
help.
roll me portent. Me portent. Well, that's a 21 if I use that.
Yeah, you can finally rid yourself of this
It's
madness.
25.
You can finally rid yourself of the badness
It's
afflicting you.
because it's been what 30 odd, 40 odd sessions and
True.
many months in game.
And you're finally no longer crazy about becoming immortal.
I mean, be nice, but you're not obsessive over it.
Yeah, but
To be no, with Colt's mentality, he's like, it wouldn't even be nice because what do I get? What do I get for immortality? I get to watch everyone else I know die. Yeah.
Raz
What
like,
about if I get a song stuck in my head, but because all of the music that I was listening to has totally disappeared because I'm that old, I can't find any copies of it anymore. Or what about clothes that are like my favorite gear, but because I'm so old, the materials to make it no longer exist.
Raz just,
It would be horrible.
yeah, I could grant you every boons, but it's just dangerous. Is the summation of that argument,
I
and would
understand.
probably kill you.
I understand. They do sound like quite a boon of power, yay. But
True.
yeah, I understand that they're going to be really difficult to get. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say.
True. I
Speaking
believe
of,
in you.
while I'm talking to you, this whole tournament thing that we're going on about, would you like to fight in it for fun? You might get some followers, might get some options, or just going, hey, they want to know you.
Yeah, I'm down to fight in it. Spread some awareness about me. That'd
Right,
be good.
Hand out some
I'll summon
pamphlets.
you with I'll summon you with as much oomph as I can, and then you just zap me back to full. Yeah,
Yeah,
I should.
we'll do.
I mean, it's probably sportsmanlike to not heal me during the fight.
Yeah, it's I'm I'll
Although
do
the
the
although the other people probably have clerics and paladins
yeah I'll
that are
I'll
like friends.
I'll like if there are any group events or anything, I'll be your healer and stuff. And if the worst should happen, I'll bring you back to life after any fights that kill you or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Also, an artifact is on the line, so
True.
I don't want to let everybody down, but I also want to be sportsmanlike. I'm kind of torn about it. We'll have to see what happens on the day.
Yeah. Ben
Play
finish
play
install
it play it a bit by ear.
Ben finishing installing the giant gun, which is just labeled in case we lose.
Along the barrel in red letters, in case we lose.
In
God.
case we lose, so we win.
On the other side of the barrel is just the solution written in big letters. I'm going to turn a blind eye to that, knowing where it came from, but because of the people who were horrible about us trying to help, let them be thieved from.
So
I'm just going to turn a blind eye to it. I don't approve, but I'm going to turn a blind eye to it.
Sonia, you get a ton of soul coin.
Yeah. This is a future problem. Like, an uprising now would not be helpful. Fixing them all later is a possibility.
It's just it's a bunch of Sonias. They're all very happy to be Sonia.
Well, that was a nice chin wag with Ra then. One last little thing, which I'm not entirely sure if you'll have something ready for, but hell, I'm going to go for it anyway. It's one little thing that I'm going to do now while it's on my mind because I'll forget.
Yeah.
Turns to Sonia.
Hmm?
Shit! We forgot that third person in the jar that I saved.
Who?
When I saved Fireball when he was in that tiny jar, I picked up 3 jars. One had a genie and one had him in it. The third one we didn't find out.
How long ago was that?
A couple of weeks.
Oh,
I think.
I'm sure they're fine.
Well, they're in there.
Do you open the jar?
I mean, it wasn't it an imprisonment thing.
Yeah,
it's
an imprisonment jar. Do you
Yeah.
open the jar?
Outside the ship, just in case Dispel Magic at 9th level fucks everything.
So you'll wait until we land at the end of the second week.
Yeah. This is like in the last week because I would have had to leave the ship to summon Raw and have a chat with him anyway. Otherwise, it would damage the ship.
Cool. You open it up, and a tiny fire elemental comes out. And it's just like, it was so lonely in there.
Be free.
Be free
really,
quickly
one of
because one of
Be
the
free quickly because one of
when our
Yeah,
friend
The
comes back, he
food.
might eat you.
Where's the city of brass?
There is one.
Oh no.
There's none.
What do you mean there isn't one? Like, I used to live there. It's where my house is. It's where
It
my
isn't.
family are.
They're not.
I've only been gone for like a couple, like 4 weeks, maybe a
Nuke
month.
went
Might have
off.
been longer than that. I don't know how time. I might have been longer than that. I don't know how time works inside these jars.
Like, what do you mean gone? Like, is it lost? Maybe it's
No.
just maybe I can find it.
No, big explosion, everything gone. Big crater apparently.
Oh. Oh.
I would
Mm.
say another one to add to the crew, but unfortunately, Fireball might put you on the menu.
Do you do ride sharing?
I mean, you're
'Cause I kind of don't have a house
I'll tell you what. Ben runs back into
or
the ship.
money or a
Sonia,
life
Sonia, keep an eye on.
anymore.
Sonia, keep an eye on for a second. Runs
Do you
back in
have
the
a
ship.
room I
Ben,
could just go and cry?
Ben.
Ben will be like, yeah, what?
Holds up the iron flask that we keep the anti-magic lizards in. Do you have any more of these? Overused them all.
I mean, I have like more containment things.
Yes, please. We have fire elemental friend who might get eaten.
like, how attached
Yeah,
are you?
Don't tell Fireball.
How attached are you to being a fire elemental?
Like pretty attached, but like I guess I'd be open to change if it meant that I didn't die.
Because there's a bunch of water elementals with us. I could make you into a water elemental, and then the person who would eat you would actually be scared of you.
Uh, yeah, I guess I'm fine with that. I
I mean,
suppose.
it's not that he would necessarily be scared of you, it's just he would like you a lot less.
Plus, I
I
can
guess
always
I'm
my
alright.
death.
I can change
I
you
like
back
you
if
a
you
lot
don't
less.
like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think just where I'm staying with you guys, if you're nice enough to give me somewhere to live.
It entirely depends on how much of a dick this person is.
Well, Colt is just like, well, I kind of rescued you from that slaver. I'm all down for helping people in need.
I mean,
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Fireball
Yeah,
doesn't just kill people for no reason.
You
Not that
just
much
killed a
like
bunch
that.
of elementals for no reason.
Getting stronger is a reason.
You've killed Ben before for no reason.
It was for a reason.
No, it wasn't.
because
It
he
was.
annoyed you very
He
slightly.
literally told you to go to bed, and that was it.
Exactly.
But
Nobody
yeah,
tells Fireball to go to bed.
he
He was
says,
sending me back to an Eldritch Horror realm.
yeah. I mean,
It
I'm
wasn't
a
an
pretty
Eldritch Horror realm. It was Christmas Land.
yeah. The tiny fire elemental will just be like, yeah. I mean, being a powerful fire elemental just kind of it just drew the attention of powerful wizards who wanted to like put me in a bottle. I guess I'd be happy as just a water elemental.
Or if you want to be just anything else, have a think on it.
Yeah. I like dragons. Dragons are cool.
I could probably make you into a tiny one.
Fair enough. Yeah.
How about this?
Big
My-
if possible.
When my friend comes back, I can go introduce you to my son. He's like a big T-Rex, very smart, and you can powwow.
Discovery's also going to be like, hey, mum.
Yeah, him.
You need to get other mum from the other dimension.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And then back into the hammer space.
I mean,
Colt will probably be
technically,
back.
I did technically say that she got that son, yeah, so that they could all watch Colt.
Sure. Then other mum is here.
Yeah, Colt will probably be back at this point because he's jogging.
Yeah. But yeah, the fire elemental was like, yeah, dragon. Big dragon.
Sure, we can work on that. And I guess we would entrust the small friend to Discovery.
Sure. Just for what purpose? Which type of dragon do you turn them into?
Well,
Well, if it's regular true polymorph, probably not much.
wait, like, how
Do you,
about?
do you just aim for biggest dragon possible?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna ask like
Cool.
if it had a elemental affinity it liked, because that would have narrowed it down.
It does like fire because it is made of fire.
So
It'll say that.
gold or red?
Gold, shiny.
Sure, the tiniest, biggest gold dragon. Got it.
Yeah, big gold
It's
dragon.
this tiny 5 elemental's luckiest fucking day ever.
I'm gonna get
Do you-
Cyber Dragon Infinity to see if he can eat it.
You
Uh,
turn it
Colt will
into
punch it and summon raw then.
you turn it into the largest gold dragon you can.
let's see. What's the CR for
I am only kidding.
gold dragon? I'm just curious what the CR for a wormling is. That's only 3.
It's
It-
like I think
It's only
like
3, and I believe young is like 10 or 11.
pretty sure it's like yeah, actually that sounds
Yeah,
about right.
And then like adult is
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna
17.
presume that this tiny elemental is not 10 or more. So I'm just gonna stick with wormling.
Still, it's nice to have a little
Do you-
gold wormling on hand.
Yeah,
Are you aiming for wormling? Or are
Yeah.
you aiming for
I'll
biggest
aim for
gold dragon
wormling
possible?
because then it can be like they've been reborn.
Fair enough. You turn it into a little wormling, and it's quite happy with the sort of state of itself, and then it goes off, and it's just like, guess I'll just hang out with dinosaur friends, and it goes and becomes Discovery's familiar.
And
This
then like
dinosaur's so overpowered. Why is there 2 of them?
later on, I find Ben really
Robo
uncomfortable.
Discovery because you needed because Discovery made Robot Mum but Robot Dad because Sonia told
Right.
it needed a dad, so it made a dad, but then it made a robot dad, so it decided it needed a robot brother to go with the robot dad.
Oh.
Oh, bless it.
And then later on, a very uncomfortable but not knowing why, Ben was like, wait, he had to introduce you to your new little brother.
Huh. Neat. Why do I have the urge to kill it? No, repress the urge. Repress the urge.
Did he say that out loud?
He does. He like
No, that was
an
just a wormling.
an instinctual like
They are on the opposite spectrum.
stare comes
Yeah.
over his face, and like it looks like he's using all of his willpower not to try and murder it, and he's like,
Disco-
no, yeah.
Discovery, hammer space, quick.
You know what? Honestly, this might be good for you, Ben. This might help you to grow.
It might
is true.
indeed. It
if
might
you can
indeed.
resist ganking this tiny, weak, little lizardy, dragony creature, then you can resist all the other urges of evil.
Yeah, he's just like fidgeting in his chair as he like stares at it, and he tries to pull his gaze away.
But
But,
still,
like,
hammer space, I think it's too cruel to keep it on him for too long.
Every time he tries to like focus on a task, he like unconsciously starts looking towards it a bit more. And then like when he notices that his head is fully turned and he started opening his mouth, he like snaps back and like looks back at his work, and he's like, no, don't kill it. And then Discovery just pops into the hammer space.
Takes wormling with him, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So there you
wormling
go.
is
Your wormling
Discovery's
is safe.
apprentice now.
Wormling is safe.
Learn the ways of science.
Can't wait for it to come out smarter than everyone on the ship.
Of
It's gonna
course.
come out with like 27 int.
It's just Discovery's crash course in how to be smart.
Have your stat maxed out. Oh, that's a good idea.
Brains and where to find them.
Alright, well, that tiny dragon has got off to learn the ways of the universe from the smartest dinosaur in existence.
And you can make friends with the Sen the bat that is probably just hanging out in that bubble space. Just like staring. Discovery's trying to figure out how to fix it, but nothing's working.
Yeah, you need the problem is the genuine only way to solve that problem would be to have infinite intelligence. That only a being with literally infinite intelligence could save Sen at the minute.
We'll figure it out.
Again?
The bat that
Discover-
stared into the universe.
Yeah.
So Discovery's like really working hard on it. But it's like Discovery has worked out that you like literally needs to be smarter to do it.
In this 2 weeks, would Fireball be able to find someone that knows the spell Regenerate?
Give me a. How would you go about this? Are you like asking people?
Before you eat them?
Are you threatening them before you eat them?
A mixture of asking people and threatening people. Most. Yeah.
Roll me some intimidations. Give me a couple. Give me like 2 more.
It's
Okay.
Investigation.
One person. Oh,
Yeah,
right, that is
yeah.
investigation.
Yeah.
Those were investigations. 2 more intimidations.
Excellent.
Yeah, then.
Another 2 middling rolls.
Hey, 6 and 9.
If you,
Nice.
That's last week.
Oh, it is eternal.
You don't get any recommendations for like people who can regenerate your eye. But someone someone is a bard and tries to seduce you to not eat them. It's not very effective. But
I'll let
you
them
can
know.
go for it.
Sorry?
But you can go for it. The bard tries to seduce you
I'll let
To-
them live.
into not eating them.
I'll let the bard live.
Nice.
Can't help but think the phrase "hello there" would have been involved at some point.
True. That's how they open up. Hello there.
Bardy one Kenobi, you are a gold one.
Body one Kenobi.
Cool.
When
You
a
see,
it's like you
humble
see, it's like
bard.
He sees how short Fireball is, and he goes, "I have the high ground."
Do you go for the bard?
No, I'll leave
Alright.
the bard alone.
Fair enough. They just once they realize you're not gonna kill them, they skedaddle off.
Smart.
Can I go and ask somebody nicely if they know Regenerate?
Give me like 2 or 3 persuasions.
Because I'm a lot better at persuasion than I am.
Are you? Are you really?
So like the problem, a bunch of people have like this is fairly late on into your hunt, so like people know you're kind of a prolific serial killer at this point. A lot of people are quite scared of you, but one person who's like not very up with current events, informs you that there's like a wizard who's really good at manipulating fire who might be able to help you. And there's like a cleric, but they're not sure how well that might interact with you because gods and elementals don't mix well very often. But like the cleric might be able to help you. They're part of an adventuring party that's like wandering around the plane of fire at the minute, trying to investigate what happened to the city of brass.
I'll go and I'll go to the wizard person.
Sure. They have an experimental procedure where they try and manipulate some fire to reform your eye. They're willing to do it for free, so long as they can collect data during the procedure.
Oh God. I mean, holy flame. Okay.
You go in for it?
Yeah.
Okay. They pull out a bunch of cameras and stuff. They sort of like put you in a little box. It's like, okay. And then like group a bit of your face like forward into a little chamber where your robotic eye is. They like pluck it out and they start casting various spells on that little bit of your face. Give me a con save.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, you're gonna take half of this.
13.
You take 13 damage as it's really painful. He's like adding in magical fire to you and like shaping your fire in very odd ways, and like it begins to form an eye, and eventually it sort of comes together and you get your eye back, but the procedure is unspeakably painful and it's very annoying because the whole time he's asking you like questions like, is this painful? How does
Yeah.
this feel? Like, how does this happen?
Is this
How do
painful?
you feel when I
Yes.
do this?
Does this hurt? Yes.
Does this hurt more?
Yes.
Is this painful? Bone chilling screaming of pain.
No, I need a yes or a no.
Can I firebolt?
Ah! That doesn't
Patient-
answer the question.
Patient screamed at 200 decibels.
After this is done, can I firebolt myself back to full health?
You can.
But you
Uh,
cannot
he
firebolt
will
your
offer
mental
to do-
trauma.
He will offer to do it for you because you know he's like not he's happy to like heal you back up effectively if you want.
Yeah, I'll get him to waste these cantrips.
Ooh, and he
even
might
though
have
they're not wasted.
Sacred Flame, which is not really fire.
No,
he
not kill
spam-
fireball.
He spams you with some firebolts.
Um,
Have a good day.
what is like what species is this person?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, 13.
No, you have no idea. They have a lot of eyes and more tentacles than your average creature.
Which is normally 0.
But you know, they
Sounds
only
like-
have your estimate is they have about 12 mouths
Do they
and they're
float?
very green.
Do they float?
No, they sort of like they kind of like they have tons of tentacles on the bottom of them, and they kind of like scuttle around on those.
Oh, okay.
And they look more spindly and thin.
Okay.
You've never seen anything like this.
Okay. Are they part of this party that's looking for the city of brass?
They are not. That was the cleric.
Okay.
This is the wizard that was an independent researcher.
Can I go to the cleric?
Roll me an investigation check. You
Okay.
can figure out where they are and head off to them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Uh, you can like catch up with them. What do you like? Eventually, you'd see them like looking at the edge of the sort of crater and stuff.
Are any of them fire elementals?
No. They're all wearing not they're all wearing like random clothes and stuff. They seem to be a bunch of different races, but you do recognize that they would all sort of be from the material plane.
Okay. Am I able to determine how powerful they are?
They look reasonably powerful, but like not super high level. Definitely weaker than you.
Okay. Can I approach the cleric?
Yeah, the cleric sort of turns to you and says, uh, hey, do you know anything about why the city disappeared?
Yes.
What happened to it? The entire party like turns and starts gathering around you now.
Don't you rat me out.
Yeah, it was her.
Uh. Some. Uh.
Boy, sounds confident.
Some arsehole blew it up. With like several artifacts.
Oh, did you see them or where they took those artifacts?
I mean the specific person was in a magma pool.
Ah, fair enough. Well, we were on our way to go investigate that strange tower in the middle of it.
That's where that person is. I wouldn't go there. They may kill you.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, we were just a scouting team anyway. We'll need to like call in some heavier duty people to go investigate that.
Scouting group for who?
Oh, we were like hired by the like uh confederated government of like all the galactic governments or what. I forget their name. They have some fancy title, and then like one of them chimes up. It's the communal, and then this is shut up, Steve.
No. Let Steve speak.
No, no one likes Steve, and he curls up into a ball like an
I
armadillo.
I like Steve.
And they say, yeah, like bigwig government people hired us. Enemies of like Devon Taylor trying to like gather all the artifacts up.
Oh, so you work for Devon Taylor?
No. We're working for the people fighting against him.
Oh, okay.
That they want us to like figure out what happened to the city of Brass because they were working on like trying to free all the slaves and they were wondering where they'd all gone all of a sudden.
Oh well, the city got blown up by
Yeah. So they then realized the city got blown up. So they sent like a bunch of they put out a job to like go and investigate and bring them any information on what the hell happened back to them.
Well, it got blown up by a magma pool person that
Yeah, well, like now that like based on your testimony, now that just we know that they're in there, we're gonna bring it back to the government, and then they can send someone who can like deal with that kind of a person.
that I doubt they'll be able to deal with that person.
Well, that's not our job. That's the people who can cut planets in half's job.
Oh, you'll need something a lot stronger than that.
Hmm. Well, that's the government's job.
Well, the government's going to be crap at doing it then.
Oh yeah, it's not our problem. Like, what are we supposed to do about it? It's not like we can blow a planet up.
I mean, I do have a solution. It would also mean that I would have to give up the entire plane of fire, which I'm not willing to do.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go report this to the government. Have a good time.
Oh
And
yeah.
then,
Wi-
uh-huh.
Will you?
Will we...
Do you know a tentacle ball thing with lots of mouths? That's a wizard.
No. Should we look out for them?
Maybe. Just go and report this. Go.
Oh, okay. Before they leave, Steve rolls up to you, uncurls, and sort of gives you a hug with his many tiny legs. Then he curls back up and rolls next to the party as they like teleport out of there.
Is Steve a Modron?
No, Steve is like an similar,
An
like it has an
armadillo.
armadillo shell, but also has like the same number of legs a centipede would have, but like is much wibblier and squishy, like made of jelly, if that makes sense. But with like a
Okay.
kind of crusty shell exterior
Okay.
that it can curl into.
Just before
Disgusting
they
pill
leave,
bug.
just before they leave, I would invite them to join my ship if we were to ever meet again.
That they, uh, w- w- Steve will hand you a little like pendant, and they say that that'll let them find you if they ever need to like call you or anything.
Okay.
And then they bamf out of there.
Hey, if we're lucky, they might go to the fighting tournament.
Oh, none of yous are ready for Steve.
True. Steve could blow up a planet.
Uh,
He could,
w-
but everyone
well
puts
then,
them down.
well then, continue killing
But
fire elementals.
back to the murder.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go killing again.
So after a week of murder,
Yeah. Everybody levels up except for Sonia. But I will
yay!
also give Fume a choice. Fume, would you can either gain a level or reconnect yourself to fire.
I mean, I thought I was assuming you'd set it up as Fume's quest as the reconnection with fire.
You
It would
can
feel a bit cheap just to be like, oh, you've given me a level up, so I'm just gonna take my fire back.
I mean, you can take the level up and go for the story, get your fire back if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm complaining at you about being stuck without fire, but like I understand it's a story thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that the character would complain. But it's not like
Ooh. Sorry.
yeah.
what, Lawrence? Because you got 9
I-
level slots now.
Well, I now technically have 2, really.
Yeah, like 1 for once a week and 1 that's permanent.
But
Yeah.
you're all one
I
level.
have timeless body,
You're
so
all one level higher from all of your various training.
I have timeless body, so chronomancers can fuck off.
Congratulations.
The person
That would
in
have
your
been
body.
so useful, like a
Like
couple of
ages ago.
sessions ago.
Ages ago, yeah.
The person in your body's like, man.
He doesn't say that out loud. It's me that's saying that. I
I
mean,
wonder.
timeless body is the sort of thing that you wouldn't even notice happening until someone tried to magically age you, I assume.
Oh, I got my 9th level Mystic
Prob-
Arcanum. Sweet.
You do.
I wonder what you'll pick.
I mean, I'm a genie, right?
Mm-hmm. Would you happen to be picking something that's exclusive to that subclass?
I am picking something that is exclusive to that subclass of Warlock and not available to all other Warlocks.
Well, I couldn't guess then.
The original plan was to pick it in order to use it to like free myself, but now I don't have to do that.
True. You got it 1 level early to free yourself.
Yep.
But the thing the wizards get at 20th level is so shit.
It really
That's
is.
true. What level are you guys?
Yeah, you might
now?
as well. You
17?
might as well. 17.
Ah,
Yeah, you might as well
oh.
multi-class when you're a wizard.
True.
Multi-class into like artificer or something.
No, sorcerer. Full caster.
Actually, will
Or
I be?
cleric.
Am
Or
I
cleric.
feeling generous?
No,
Am I nice? Am I a nice person?
don't be generous.
I mean,
Uh,
me
maybe
being
I,
me being stupid's about to happen. So if it was towards me, definitely don't.
I was considering giving Sonia 1 level.
No,
'cause
no.
It has been a long time.
Level
Done a
me up on the
lot,
next one.
so- Sure. If Sonia does fighting tournament good, then maybe. Maybe she'll finally earn a level.
Hey,
wait, people are actually taking part?
I hope so.
I know what Fireball's going to do straight away in this tournament.
But yeah,
Just cast Ultra Fireball. Everybody down.
try and murder like everyone in the entire play.
Yeah? Fireball would win then?
I'm gonna cast that but water and hope that
My
he dies with
question- my
hope that I roll
question,
higher initiative than Fireball.
Is like, who's gonna give you a prize?
Just go claim it
prizes that I
myself.
get to-
Yeah, but you don't know where it is.
Ah,
Oh,
we've got
okay.
the sensor. We'll find it
I mean,
amongst the rubble.
true, but like theoretically, what if it's like not on site day 1 of the
Well-
tournament?
Then that's a problem.
That's a problem. Like, just hear me out. What if they haven't assembled all the prizes on site day 1?
Why would you not have the prizes ready on day 1?
I mean, they probably have them ready, just like not, in the arena.
So what you're saying is he doesn't do that till we detect that there's an artifact nearby. Got it.
Then you kill literally everyone.
Yeah.
When they bring them to present to the winner.
Yeah, Fireball sneezes, he unleashes the Ultra Fireball.
So as soon as you've won the competition, kill everyone
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you get the prize.
So we can steal the prize.
So
Even though it would be given to us.
Since
I like this logic.
since we seem to be rounding off, Joseph, can I do the end stinger? Since we've
Yeah.
already discussed. So it's the last week of like everyone's preparing. Fireball and Fume have come back, and everything's nice and chill. And about halfway through the week, in the middle of the night, the ship explodes. Or at least part of it does.
True, you all hear an explosion coming from a room.
I feel like that's a lovely way to end things, just with an explosion.
Explosion happens and everyone just turns over in bed, go, for fuck's sake, Fireball, go to bed.
Fireball's like, I don't think that was me.
But yeah, that's where we'll end off for next time, when you'll find out what that explosion was and start the fighting tournament, maybe.
I also want to ask for a silly thing in relation to that probably doesn't make any difference. So that's why I'm like, no level up. Andrew being silly.
And now I get the greatest joy of the entire session. Scrolling
Ending.
through all the things you've posted in
Ah,
the Discord chat.
and trying to figure out the context of them all.
Okay, we have